there anything you can tell a guy like that to make it more easy for him to fill that role?
Honestly, your off days, the days you don't start, you should be exhausted with the work you put in, because when you do start, you should be ready to go and prepared for your opportunity. He's been doing that. I can't tell you that he's going to be a starter every day. So those in between days where you're not starting, the mental reps, the physical reps, keeping your body ready to go, those bench guys, you should be exhausted every single day. And I don't think people realize how hard it is to be a bench player when you are available to play multiple positions like Zeke is. So he does a really good job. Going to keep trying to find different ways to keep him ready on those off days to make sure that when he has spot starts, he produces like he did yesterday.
And that's today's Skip Schumacher Show.
All right, well, time now for our home run picks, and it's my first turn to step up to the plate. I hope to have some of that Ghost Spider sense and get the right pick. Tyler Seward is going with Jake Berger. So Jake Berger off the board. That was going to be my pick, but I'm going to go with Wyatt Langford to spin one over the wall, show off that Captain America strength, and get his first long ball of the year. The broadcasters are leading the fans 2-0, so Tyler hoping to get the fans on the board. I'm going to try and extend that broadcaster lead, going with Wyatt Langford. Wyatt's in the lineup, batting second. Same top four for Skip Schumacher's bunch as they try and complete a 3-game sweep and a 5-1 season opening road trip. On the mound for the Rangers to try and help them do just that is Nathan Eovaldi going up against the lefty Trevor Rogers. We got the Rangers and the Orioles one last time from Baltimore coming up next.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a reliable...
Good morning to you, or I should say, good early afternoon. Day baseball, Texas Rangers, day baseball, or should I say the AL West leading Texas Rangers, day baseball. It's early, but it doesn't matter, especially based on what this team has done the last 3 years, or we should just say since winning the World Series. Anyway, starting off good. Here I am, first day baseball game, in theory, on a Wednesday of the year. Potoi. Yes, on the screen currently, there is a game going on, which is the Braves and the Athletics. This game started at 11:15. Rangers starting in a couple of minutes, and I'm just going to switch the game. Good to see y'all. Happy Hump Day. Happy April Fool's Day. Some may have thought Potoi's playing. He's not really going to do a live baseball game. Hey, I'm here. Here I am. Good morning. Good afternoon. Just wanted to say what's up. I'm pretty much set up. The 3D baseball on the screen will basically change. I just had to set this up just to get everything set up as far as ESPN goes. I mean, as far as baseball and this OBS screen and all that stuff goes. Got my audio already. But I needed this game just to get the other stuff set up properly. Anyway, it's good to see y'all. I'll hang out a few more minutes. Rangers coming up soon. Baseball in America is back.
Bailey and Gallion, and by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, where the players play. First pitch is coming up next. You can hear every game all season long right here on the Trajan Wealth Texas Rangers Radio Network. Alongside Matt Hicks, here's your Hall of Fame voice of the Texas Rangers, Eric Nadel.
Mark at Camden Yards in Baltimore. It's the Texas Rangers against the Baltimore Orioles. Hello there, everybody. This is Eric Nadel with Matt Hicks and Jared Sandler. And our engineer, Connor Malley, Alec Medford, and Jed Nelson are back in master control. It's a partly cloudy day here in Baltimore. The sun has just shone through. The temperature is about 80 degrees. We have a 10-mile-an-hour wind that is blowing across from left to right. What a pitching matchup today. Two pitchers who last year had earned run averages under 2. Nathan Eovaldi, the 36-year-old right-hander for Texas, and Trevor Rogers, the 28-year-old left-hander for the Baltimore Orioles. The Rangers trying for their 5th straight win and a sweep of this 3-game series. It's game number 6 of the season. We'll have the lineups in the first pitch after this on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
The Rangers Tropicalata Smoothie is back at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Now through 5/5, get one free with any food or bowl purchase. Order in the Tropical Smoothie Cafe app or online and enter promo code Rangers2026 at checkout. This is a limited time offer only at participating Tropical Smoothie Cafe locations. Terms and conditions apply. Tropical Smoothie Cafe, the official smoothie of the Texas Rangers.
AMR, the official emergency response team of the Texas Rangers, invites you to follow your passion and find your purpose with a career in emergency medical services. Make the EMS big leagues with the national leader in emergency medical services and play a vital role providing care in any crisis. To learn more, visit amr.net/careers.
Hello, everyone. This is Elvis Andrews, two-time Major League Baseball All-Star and 2025 Texas Rangers Baseball Hall of Fame inductee. As a former Major League Baseball player, I understand the importance of having a strong team behind you. For over 40 years, Bailey and Gallion has been representing people just like you that have been injured on the job.
Call Bailey and Gallion today at 1-800-LAW-OFFICE. They'll help you get the treatment at no upfront cost to you. Pay no fees unless they win. Call now, 1-800-LAW-OFFICE.
Team up with Bailey and Gallion, the official law firm sponsor of the Texas Rangers, to solve your legal puzzle.
The starting lineups are brought to you by Frost Bank. For the Rangers, Brandon Nimmo leads off at
Rangers
right.
baseball. Here we go. Good morning to you.
And Corey Seager at short. Jake Berger hits cleanup and plays first base. Andrew McCutcheon is the DH batting 5th. Hitting 6th and catching, Danny Jansen. Josh Young at 3rd, bats 7th. Ezekiel Duran hitting 8th is at 2nd. And Sam Haggerty is in left field, and he's batting 9th. Against the left-hander, Tyler Rogers out of Carlsbad, New Mexico. Make that Trevor Rogers. It's not Taylor Rogers. It's not Tyler Rogers. It is Trevor Rogers with 25 big league wins, 37 losses in his resume. Taylor Ward leads off for Baltimore. He's the DH. Batting second, Gunnar Henderson at short. Pete Alonso is the first baseman. He bats third. Samuel Basayo hitting cleanup today is catching. Kobe Mayo at third base batting fifth. Dylan Beavers hitting sixth in left. Colton Cowser is the right fielder. He bats seventh. Leody Taveras Harris, the former Ranger, bats 8th and plays center. Jeremiah Jackson is the second baseman, batting 9th. Manny Gonzalez, 14-year big league umpire from Venezuela, calls the balls and strikes. Tom Hanahan at first. Ron Culper, the crew chief, at second. Scott Berry at third. Rogers ready to go. Lefty to Brandon Nimmo. And the first pitch of the ball game is high. First pitch for Perimeter Global Logistics. PGL, the official supply chain partner of the Rangers. Visit shippgl.com and get your business in the game. Ball 1 to Nimmo. He's 8 for 22, hitting .364, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. Rogers last year, a complete turnaround. Cinderella season in 18 starts, 9-3, 181 ERA. He didn't make the team in spring training. Was called up at the end of May. There's a slice foul down the left field line. He was the 27th man in a doubleheader and got a start in Game 2 of a doubleheader at Fenway. Pitched extremely well and stayed in the rotation the rest of the way. Had a great year for Miami back in 2021, but it was really his only good year. Had a .264 ERA that year. And he credits the Orioles' mental skills coaches for getting him back in line. Nimmo swings and fouls one back. The count is 1-2 on Nimmo. Nimmo has had 4 straight multiple hit games. Last year, the longest such streak belonged to Josh Smith. He had 6. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, or a tip into the catcher's mitt, but Nimmo is retired on a changeup from Rogers. He's not a particularly hard thrower. Fastball averages 93, throws a lot of changeups. He's got a sinker, a cutter, and a curve. And there's one away for Wyatt Langford. Coaching at third, Corey Ragsdale, and at first, Travis Jankowski. Rogers turns on the rubber, brings the hand shoulder high, and Langford pops one foul on the first base side. Near the Oriole dugout, there's a play.
Good afternoon to you. Rangers baseball on deck.
The game brought to you by Whataburger. Whataburger's new
got a chance to win this series. Oh, we've already won this series. We're up 2-0 in this series.
Tops, which seems odd to me. They've won 4 straight games in the gray, but they've gone back to the blue tops today. Orioles in their home whites, Orioles in orange script across the front. The tri-colored cap for them, black in the back, white in the front, and orange brim. Here's Corey Seager with 2 outs and nobody on. And the pitch is low to Corey. He's hitting .333, 2 homers, 4 runs batted in. He's 6 for 18. Rogers, 6'5", 220. Lets it fly, and there's a knee-high strike. Rogers, originally a first-round pick out of high school in New Mexico by Miami in 2017. This is his 5th career start against the Rangers. And Seager swing and a miss, and the helmet goes flying off his head. Rogers 2-1 against Texas, a .281 ERA. He had 2 good starts against the Rangers last year, posting a .130 ERA in those games. 2 outs and nobody on in the top of the first. Berger would be next. Here's the 1-2 offering, and Seager hits a slow ground ball to second. There's a long waist-high hop gloved by Jackson. Short toss to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Trevor Rogers. To the bottom of the first we go. It's the Rangers nothing, and the Orioles coming up against Nathan Edward Eovaldi on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
All right, we should be coming back from commercial like any second now. There's a slight delay, as you can see. It's really, you know how they do with audio. Anyway, here we go, Rangers baseball.
Ward steps in to open the bottom of the first. Ward 6 for 19 for the year. He had 4 hits yesterday, his first career 4-hit game, 5 for 9 in the series. And the right-handed batter takes a knee-high strike from Evaldi. Evaldi 6'2", 215 pounds from Alvin, going after his 103rd career win. 0-1 the count. Evaldi working in short sleeves. He delivers low. And it's a ball and a strike. Jason Bourgeois coaches at first for Baltimore. Buck Britton at third. Rangers have Haggerty in left, Langford in center, Nimmo in right. Young, Seager, Duran, and Berger around the infield, third to first. And Danny Jansen behind the plate. Here's the 1-1 offering. And there's a line drive softly to short. It is backhanded on a short hop by Seager. Long throw in time to get Taylor Ward. And there's one away. Remember, opening day is coming up on Friday against the Orioles.
That's one up, one down. Let's go, Rangers. Hey, good morning to you. Potoi.
Get your tickets at Rangers.com. And then the Mariners come in Monday and Tuesday nights and Wednesday afternoon. A 6-game homestand beginning Friday.
Well, that'll be a good weekend.
Gunnar Henderson, left-handed batter, takes a slow curve, and it's in there for a strike.
Early battle in the West.
Evaldi throws the fastball and the splitter, the cutter and the curve, all over 20% of the time. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. His opening day start did not go that well. He gave up 5 runs in 4 2/3, allowed a couple of homers, and took the loss in Philadelphia. Trevor Rogers, his mound opponent today, worked 7 scoreless innings on opening day for the Orioles and picked up a win. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Back a few steps is Langford, still going, and he makes the catch as he backpedals onto the track as the wind gave that one a ride. The wind is blowing out toward right field, but definitely seemed to help that one as Henderson's drive goes all the way to the warning track, even though it was hit at just 98 miles an hour. So 2 down, no score, and Pete Alonso is coming up. Alonso hit his first home run of the year last night, hit it off Jacob deGrom. He's 6 for 19 for the season. A couple of RBIs. Evaldi comes to him with a strike at the knees. It is 0-1. Retiring Henderson was noteworthy for Evaldi because Henderson was 7 for 10 off him lifetime. Alonso is 2 for 2. Evaldi, left foot slightly in front of the right. Keeps the hands belly high in the wind. There's a swing and a roller over third. Fielded by Young in foul ground. His throw is late and high. Goes over the head of Berger, but stays in play. That's going to be an infield single for Pete Alonso, as Young back on the rim had to cross into foul territory on a ball that might have just skidded off the top of the bag.
It was a good get to keep it from going down the line, but his momentum took him far into foul ground, and by the time he was able to plant and make the throw, probably would have been a little more prudent just to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, Josh did prevent extra bases with that backhand snag. And here's Samuel Basayo, left-handed hitting DH, who is catching today. And he takes a strike at the knees. He's wearing the number 29. That's Ken Singleton's old number.
That's that hot corner. Tough plays happen on the corner.
Basayo calls time.
Hot corner, third base.
He's 0 for 4 in the series and 2 for 14 for the season.
But this is where rallies happen. Come on, guys.
Prospect. The 0-1 pitch, swung on it, grounded up the middle. That's a base hit just to the right of second base. Stopping at second is Alonso. 2 ground ball singles give the Orioles a shot here. 2 outs at the bottom of the first of the scoreless game, and Toby Mayo is coming.
Yeah, we got to work on this audio. Not quite sure. Oh, there it goes.
Splitter that time, hitting it
About to
sharply
say,
on the ground.
not quite sure what just happened.
Rangers were playing Basayo to pull. Duran was about midway between first and second when that ball got hit.
Well, it's up to Mayo, who is 2 for 13 on the season and has never faced Evaldi. With men in scoring position last year, Evaldi was at his best, held opponents to a 160 batting. He was forced at a battering 170. 2 on and 2 outs, and here's the pitch, and Mayo swings and misses on a slow curve.
I was about to say that has to be his microphone doing that, because the background isn't messing up. It was just his microphone.
The Orioles average just over 3.5 runs a game. Rangers averaging 5.8. They're at second in the league behind him. There's the 0-1, and that is low. But in the standings, it's the Rangers on top. Half a game over Houston, a game and a half over the Angels in Seattle, who are both 3-3. And the A's are bringing up the rear. They won their first game last night. They're 1-4. No score here. First inning, 2 on, 2 outs. Eovaldi checks second and comes home. And there's a swing and a miss. Really tied him up there with a splitter down and in. And the count is 0-2 on Mayo. A left-handed batter, Dylan Beavers, would be next. Eovaldi goes to the back of the mound, stomps his left foot on the rear of the hill to dislodge a little bit of mud, it appears. He's working 1-2 here on Mayo. Alonso at second, Basayo at first. Here comes the pitch. He struck him out swinging on a curveball, and that ends the first inning. No runs, 2 hits.
Good to go sit down.
After 1.
Good
Rangers
to see y'all.
Orioles
Commercial
nothing
break
on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network. Eric and Matt back in Baltimore, scoreless into the second inning. Jake Berger leads off the second for the Rangers, and here's Matt.
It'd be nice to have a burger ball right now.
Of course, has been hot here in the first
Start
week
off
of the
the
season.
second inning of
Batting average
baseball.
of 409 coming in.
Rangers baseball leading the AL West. Strike. Come on, Berger.
He struck out 3 times, but he had a
Potoi
looping single in the
on the
left in the
scene.
7th inning, part of a 3-run
Go
frame
Rangers.
that really helped to separate the 2 clubs. This pitch is low. That'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Berger hits in each of the first 5 games. He has scored runs in each of the first 5 games, and he's one of 16 players in the big leagues heading into action today that has opened the season with a 5-game hitting streak. There's a ground ball foul, third base side. And that makes it 1-2. So again, Berger is officially batting .409, which is 9 for 22. How about this? Of Jake's 22 at-bats this season, 19 of the 22 have resulted in either a hit or a strikeout. 9 hits, 10 strikeouts. The 1-2 wrapped sharply foul right through the third base coach's box. So we'll do it again. McCutcheon hitting 5th. He's on deck, and then Jansen will bat 6th. Fun with early season stats. Berger is slugging .727. And his OPS entering play today, 1,162. But here, Rogers throws a fastball over the outside corner for a called third strike.
That Berger ball going to have to hold on.
Half of the second.
Maybe somewhere in the 4th or 5th inning.
The batter.
Andrew, the veteran. Let's go.
coming in 5 for 11. Yesterday, the first game in which he did not appear as either a starter or as someone coming in later in the ballgame. And the first offering here is over the inner half for a strike. McCutchen, lifetime 6 for 12 against Rogers. Of those 6 hits, he's hit 3 home runs. And he's walked a couple of times. There's a ball hit on the ground to short. Henderson is there in and to his left, and on the run, snaps a sidearm throw over to first in time to get McCutchen. So 2 down in the inning, and that brings up Danny Jansen. Jansen, who had the biggest hit in the ballgame yesterday for Texas, a 3-run home run in the 7th, that gave the Rangers a 7-3 lead at the time. But Rogers, so far,
that's
5
a quick
batters
inning right there, y'all.
5 outs.
Man.
And the first pitch to Jansen is popped up. Very shallow right field.
Let him throw more than one pitch, I guess.
It's Jackson, the second baseman, to put the squeeze on it.
Appreciate y'all hanging out with me on a Wednesday. Rangers Day ball.
After 1.5, nothing.
About to take this bad boy to commercial break. Hopefully the Rangers come back, give us some good pitching in the process, and then come back and get some hits to start off with. That would be nice. That would be nice.
Favorite Rangers players each Tuesday afternoon with DFW's hottest show, the G-Bag Nation, 2 to 7 on your official home of the Rangers, 105.3 The Fan.
Like bottom half of the second inning, Beavers, Cowser, and Tavares, 6, 7, and 8. Coming up here for Baltimore, Dylan
Come
Beavers.
on, Nathan Evaldi.
First to bat, playing in left field today. He's a left-handed hitter.
We at least need 2 strikeouts.
Beavers did not play
at least
yesterday.
1
He
strikeout.
did play in the opening game of the
Just give me
series
2
on
outs.
Monday. Went 0 for 3
No
in that
home
contest,
runs.
and he's 1 for 9 on
And
the
no
season.
walks.
First offering from Evaldi is outside and low, ball 1. Beavers, just 24 years of age, supplemental first-round pick of the Orioles back in 2022, coming out of Cal Berkeley, and made his big league debut with Baltimore last August. This pitch is down and in, and that'll make it 2 balls and no strikes. Made his debut August the 16th in Houston, and picked up his first career hit in that game. It was a double. Here comes the 2-0 breaking pitch that's fouled off of Beavers, and the count runs to 2 balls and 1 strike. Beavers pretty good judge of the strike zone. He played in 35 games last year for the Orioles, but was the International League MVP playing in Norfolk, where he drew 68 walks against 76 strikeouts. Here is swing and a miss on the Evaldi splitter, and that'll even the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. He also tied an Oriole franchise record by taking 23 walks over the course of his first 30 big league games. 2-2. He chops down on a splitter and fouls it off. That was likely ball 3, but fouling it away, the count holds
Foul ball
at 2-2. The only other Oriole to walk as many times, 23 times in their first 30 career games, was Glenn Gulliver back in 1982.
I read all about his road trip.
Did you?
And Gulliver's Travels. Yeah. He was big, wasn't he?
His travels from home to first. Here's a pitch that's popped up foul back into the seats on the left side. So we'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I just want to say that
We'll
had you
take a
not
strikeout
spoken
right
up,
here,
I
though.
would
That'll work.
have gone right in and said the very same thing.
I honestly don't remember him at all, but you would think you'd remember a name like that.
Glenn Gulliver?
Yeah, you remember him?
I remember the name.
Yeah.
Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. Valdi sped him up that time, went with the heater at 95.
We like heaters.
Beavers is out on strike.
There we go.
Second strikeout for Evaldi.
There we go.
And that brings up Colton Cowser.
Colton
Let's
Cowser.
pause here 10 seconds for station identification on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Your home of Texas Rangers baseball. KRLD-FM and HD1 Dallas-Fort Worth. We are 105.3 The Fan.
Don't forget about Potoi in the background.
Cowser stands in and takes strike
I'll be
one.
here.
Cowser also a lefty stick. He's 3 for 10
For a lot
to start
of the
season. Went 1 for 4 and scored a run yesterday. He is 2 for 6 in this series. Breaking pitch here gets lobbed high into the air, foul and out of play left side, and that'll make it no balls and 2 strikes. And Cowser trying to have a bounce-back season after a down year last year, which included a couple of stints on the injured list. But 2 years ago, he was nearly the American League Rookie of the Year. He finished second in the AL Rookie of the Year
a good
voting.
baseball player.
Season in which he had 24 home runs and 69 runs batted in. Swing here at a ground ball, left side far to his right. Seager.
That's a
He's
base
got
hit.
A little bit of a jump throw, not in time. Cowser is safe at first despite the heroic efforts of Corey Seager at short. He was stationed up the middle for the left-handed batter. Had to go far to his right. And are the Rangers contemplating a review here? Apparently they are not. But all in all, still a good effort from Seager. Cowser able to
That'll be a
it out for
single.
the infield hit, the 3rd hit for the Orioles here against Evaldi.
Come on, Nathan. Get you one, bro. Here we go.
And that brings up Leody Taveras, former Ranger. Spent his first 5.5 seasons in the big leagues with Texas. Just 1 at-bat so far with the Orioles. He swings here and lines one into right. And that's a base knock.
Come on,
Nimmo
baby.
Pick it up. Cowser around second on his way to third.
Leody.
Makes it there easily. So for Leody Taveras, his first hit of the season is against his old club. Solid single to right here off of Evaldi. And the Orioles have runners at first and third with only 1 out.
Got a little struggling going on right now. Got to bounce back. Here comes Jeremiah Jackson.
Last year, of course, started the season with the Rangers, but ended up playing for Seattle as well. Played about an equal number of games for the 2 clubs. But here, a big knock in his first starting assignment of the season. That brings up
Big hit
Jeremiah
against
Jackson,
your old
who's batting
team
9th
all
in
the
order
time.
today. Jackson yesterday hit 8th and went 0 for 4. Struck out a couple of times. He swings and drives one deep into center. Langford gets turned around, reaches up, and at the edge of the track, hauls it in. Tagging at third, Cowser. He comes in to score for Jackson. A deep sac fly into straightaway center to give Baltimore a 1-0 lead. Not only did Langford get turned around, but
we need to
he
give
didn't really
Nathan
get back as far
Evaldi
as he
run
needed to
support
there, and
today.
that almost got over his head.
And again, the ball's
Almost.
really carrying to center field based on the couple of drives we've seen already off the Oriole bats.
They got a rally going right now, though. Come on,
remained
defense.
First, top of the order now, Taylor Ward, and he looks at strike 1.
Hey.
So 4 singles first time through the order here for Baltimore.
You don't want to hear that.
Here in the second, they have produced the game's first run. Ward grounded out to Seager his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Slide step from Evaldi, and the curveball is low. And that'll square the count now to 1 ball and 1 strike. For Jackson, that run batted in, his second of the season. Leody, a short lead from first, stretching it out a little bit right now. And here's the 1-1. Line drive, right field, base hit. Long run for Nimmo. That ball gets by him, goes all the way to the wall. Tavares hitting the bag at third. He's being waved home. And no relay throw forthcoming. It was
Come on, Nathan
by
Eovaldi.
Ezekiel Duran in shallow right. So Tavares scores from first on Ward's double into the right field corner. And the Orioles now lead 2-0.
Well, that ball hit just hard enough to get past Nimmo and to the wall. Had he been able to cut it off, he probably could have prevented the
He's struggling a little bit right now.
But they are swinging early.
They swinging early, and they all singles. What did I say? No home runs, no walks. But they hitting. Small ball. They small balling the Rangers right now. Mound visit. Talk to them a little bit. Take a deep breath. But they've won this series already. But you want to go ahead and keep winning baseball games, or at least just play and pitch better in the process. Come on, Eovaldi.
Infield playing Henderson to pull. The outfield shading him the other way. And the first pitch, and he's swinging away, and he gets just a piece of that splitter. 4 strike 1. Henderson with that deep fly ball out, now 7 for 11 lifetime against Eovaldi. Ward with his lead off of second. Seager playing almost directly behind him. Curveball here, swing and a miss. And Henderson behind in the count at 0-2.
Yeah, well, 1-2.
Henderson off to a 190 start and has drawn just 1 walk against 8 strikeouts.
That pitch was 77. Well, the first pitch was
strikeout
89,
is right
then
around the big league
77,
average. A little
another
bit higher,
77.
Fairly average. Here's another curve that hits in the dirt, blocked by
Dirt
Jensen.
ball. Dirt
And that
ball.
makes it 1 ball and 2
Stop
strikes.
the dirt balls.
The Orioles hitting
We need out.
.345 as a team in the first week of the season with men in scoring position. They were 3 for 13 in these situations over the first 2 games. There's a swing and a foul on a splitter that was away. And Henderson stays alive at 1-2. Orioles 0 for 1 so far today. The Ward double coming with Tavares at first. And, of course, Jackson does not get charged with an at-bat on the sacrifice fly to drive in the first run. Into the glove goes Eovaldi. The kick and the 1-2. Check swing. Did he go? Here's an appeal. Scott Berry at third says no swing. And the count to Henderson squares with 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I wouldn't mind seeing that again. That looked like a swing from up here.
Pitch was also pretty close. 2-2 now.
Let's get out of this inning.
Eovaldi deals. Swing, and there's a fly ball.
There we
out
go.
in the right field.
Get out of here.
Running toward the line is McCutcheon.
Commercial break.
In right today.
Going
He
to the
makes
third
catch.
inning. Come
And
on,
that takes care
baseball.
of Henderson for the final out in the inning. So 2 runs come across for the Orioles on 3 hits. Ward is stranded at second. We head to the third with Baltimore leading 2-0 on the Trajan Wealth Rangers radio network.
Get another job, man. Hear me. Son, yeah, you with that mask on. What's up? Make a better call. Let's go baseball. Batter, 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 swing, batter. Son, foul ball.
for the top half of the third inning. A little bit of a delay. A ball has escaped from the seats out in right center field, and so Leody Taveras goes to retrieve it. And now we'll get started here. Josh Young will get things going.
I had the day off
Young
yesterday.
batting seventh in the order. Rogers has retired
struggling late last year.
So far. And the lefty
Josh Young been struggling for 4 years.
4-1. JJ got the day off yesterday.
Come on, guys.
Of the series on Monday, he went 0 for 5 and is still looking for his first hit of the season as he shoots one high into the air right field toward the corner.
It's not happening today.
Toward the line is there.
Come on, Josh Young, bro.
So one away in the top half of the third.
I remember at time a few of the games last year at the end of the season, he had the worst at-bats. He had the at-bats and the look in the face to where you say he's tired of playing baseball, at least this season. Unfortunately, that's all carried over to this season.
No taxes.
That's not good. Bad start for him. Very bad start for him.
Zeke is inside for ball one. Now, this ticket offer is available for a limited time only. And be sure to use the code BASEBALLISBACK before selecting your seats. Tickets are available by going to Rangers.com. Duran takes one high, and the count now at 2 balls and no strikes. Zeke is 2 for 9 to start the year. Big home run yesterday, his first in the regular season since 2024. This pitch is inside, and he's ahead of the count at 3-0. That walking Zeke is hard to do. The 3-0 pitch, top of the zone for a strike, 3-1. Last year, Duran a very low walk rate of 3.7%. But he was drawing some walks this spring. Here's a ground ball left side. Henderson to his right, snags it on the backhand side, sets and throws. Really strong throw that time from the Orioles shortstop to get Duran for the second out. And that brings up Sam Haggerty, the switch hitter, who will swing here from the right side. Enjoyed our pregame piece with Laura Stickles on Sam Haggerty being one of the very few visitors to have a small baseball-sized plaque out on Utah Street.
Base hit. There we go.
Into center, and that drops
be one of the few to get a hit today for the Rangers.
The first against Rogers.
Well, the first one. That's more important.
So
need some hits right now.
On the
Come on,
side,
Brandon Nemo.
Laura did a walking interview with
Brandon Nemo, one of the best free agent pickups the Rangers have had in a long time. Maturity, good baseball player, consistent.
Get a chance to
we like that consistency.
Here's Brandon Nimmo with a wave at a cutter. Strike one. Brandon struck out his first time up.
I guess they don't give the hitters a facsimile of the plaque to hang on their office wall.
But Sam, when he was playing with the Mariners, did hit one out onto Utah Street. Good lead at first right now as Nimmo swings and drives one toward the right field corner. That's
there you go, young man.
3 hops, and it's off the base of the wall. Haggerty on his way to third. Corey Ragsdale
solid number one option for the Rangers.
Brandon Nimmo, and a 2-out rally going on here for the Rangers.
Number one in the lineup
now for Wyatt Langford.
There we go. Let's get a rally. 2-out rally.
So hard by Nimmo.
2-out rally. We like those.
That the right fielder was able to get to it in time to prevent Haggerty from scoring, even though Haggerty has great speed and was running on the crack of the bat with 2 outs.
Well, Nimmo has been on fire. 2 for 5 yesterday, 4 for 10 in the series. 2 hits in 4 straight games coming into play today, and a double in the third inning here. Time is called.
Ballerific. Brandon Nimmo.
And Alonso before facing
Nemo
Wyatt
or
Langford.
Nemo?
Rangers baseball brought to you by
it's like V
Turbo
in the.
Tax. Now, taxes can be done by a trusted expert who takes care of everything. Now this
Come on,
is
Wyatt.
taxes.
Wyatt Langford. It'd be nice to get a hit from Wyatt Langford. A single would be fine.
His first time up, takes a changeup low. 4-1.
We need some baseball contact right now.
Haggerty at third.
Let's go, guys.
At second. This Rangers offense has been
2-0 count.
I guess consistently good, you could say, over the first 5 games. This pitch a little
lot
inside
better
on
than
count.
in the past.
2 balls
in the
and
first
no
5 to
strikes.
6 games.
The double for Nimmo is the team's 8th double.
Wyatt.
Rangers with 2 doubles in each of the last 3 games. A total of 16 extra base hits coming into play today. The 2-0 is popped up high in the air, just a few feet out into shallow left. Now Henderson getting under it, just a step back from the dirt, makes the catch to get Langford for the final out. So the Rangers with a threat but nothing more. 2 hits and 2 men are left, 2.5 complete, and it's still 2-0 Baltimore on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Athletics 0. Atlanta Braves 2. Bottom of the 3rd inning, 2 outs. Pittsburgh 3. Cincinnati, goose egg. Bottom of the 2nd. Washington 0. Philly 0. Going into bottom of the 1st. Colorado 0. Toronto 0. Going into the bottom of the 1st. Chicago White Sox, Miami, both on goose eggs. Top of the 1st, 2 outs. Mets and St. Louis, 12:15 start is delayed. I'm assuming it's weather. We have a few more games about to come up in the late 12:40 window, 1:40 window, 1:30 window, 1:10 window. Tampa Bay at Milwaukee, Boston at Houston. Boston's struggling. The Rangers need Boston to win that game. Angels at the Cubs. Hey, back to the Rangers.
Alonso for ball 1. Alonso, a single over third that was handled by Josh Young, but that defensive effort took him well into foul ground, and Young was not able to throw him out. A very long throw. The 1-0, swing and a miss, make it 1 ball and 1 strike, and Alonso with that knock is now 3 for 3 lifetime against Evaldi. Evaldi has had career success against these Orioles.
2-1. Alonso, Evaldi only have 2 Ks on the day.
And pitch low and away.
He need more strikeouts. He need to end the game with at least 5 strikeouts.
First career start against Baltimore, a record of 9-3 with a 3.43 ERA. It is his 7th career start here at Camden Yards, where he's 2-0 with a 3.27 earned run average. 2-1, breaking pitch a little bit outside, and he's fallen behind to Alonso now at 3-1.
Struggling his first 2 games. That includes this one. He hadn't pitched well at all.
Evaldi turns, comes home with a 3-1, and misses outside with a cutter, ball 4.
It's his first walk of the game, I think.
So a leadoff walk issued to Alonso. First walk doled out here by Evaldi.
Yes, sir.
That brings up Samuel Basayo. Basayo singled out into center field his first time up. Rangers again will play him to pull, with Seager well up the middle and Duran almost halfway between first and second at second base. And the first pitch here taken low by the big left-handed hitter for ball 1. Young at third is midway between second and third and playing even with the base path right now. In the outfield, Langford shaded well over toward left center. McCutcheon in right field is straight away. Haggerty in left also straight away. And here's a ball lifted high into the air center field. Peeling back is Langford. Still going back, slowing down. He'll make the catch with his left side facing the center field wall, just a couple of feet from the warning track. Basayo, a long fly ball out for the first out here in the home third. that will bring up Kobe Mayo. Mayo struck out his first time up. Alonso, short lead from first.
Let's get him to strike out.
He throws a splitter
his
into
next
the
time up,
for ball
which
one.
is this time
get
up.
you our Aces update. It's brought to you by
I updated them already. But go ahead, you can do it.
Where the players play, as you can imagine, we've got a really early game. There are a couple of other early games in the big leagues today, and we'll focus in on one of those for our Aces update. Curveball here, swing and a miss. 1-1 the count to Mayo. He didn't do so well on opening day, but Paul Skeens back on the bump for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So far, 2 innings of shutout work for him as the Pirates lead the Reds in Cincinnati 3-0. Pittsburgh batting right now in the top half of the third. Here's a ball chopped foul on the third base side. 1-2 the count now to Mayo. O'Neal Cruz with a 3-run home run in the first inning in that one for the Pirates. He's hitting the ball well. He's having some troubles out in center field, but nothing wrong with Cruz as far as the offense is concerned. Skeens, by the way, in his 2 shutout innings so far has struck out 3. The 1-2 low and away. 2-2 now the count to Mayo. Another early games, Atlanta at home with a 2-0 lead over the A's. A's won yesterday, becoming the last team in the big leagues to notch a W. A's are 1-4. Rangers are leading the American League West at 4-1, entering play today by a half game over Houston, in case you were wondering about those early season standings. The 2-2 swing and a miss. Home run cut for Mayo on the Evaldi
Get to go
curve.
sit down, Beavers.
And Mayo strikes out for a second time. He struck out on the curve
Mayo.
back in the first.
Beavers is up to bat right now.
Here in the bottom half of the third inning for Evaldi. That
no
is his
Mayo
third
for me
strikeout.
today.
And it brings up Dylan Beavers, who struck out in
Still
the
looking
second.
for that burger ball, though.
Alonso, the runner at first. 2 men out. Rangers trailing 2-0. And Evaldi misses with a backdoor cutter for ball 1. Again, Seager up the middle here. Duran midway between first and second. Swing and a line drive foul. Hooked down the right side. A ball and a strike to count here to Beavers. Rangers baseball brought to you by Balcones. Balcones, discover Balcones Distilling, the original Texas whiskey.
Whiskey, early afternoon, day drink.
Josh Young,
Feels
the third
good.
baseman, playing on the infield grass.
Not right now.
The 1-1 pitch is hit up the middle, almost hit second base umpire Ron Culpa. He gets out of the way. That ball
Evaldi is
speeds out the line
struggling
at Langford.
today.
He'll one-hop it back into Duran
First 2
as
games.
Alonso stops at second. So Beavers
Need an
whistles
out.
one
We don't
into
need a
center.
2-out rally.
Runners are
No
at first
2-out
and
rallies
second
right now.
with
Let's
2
get an
men
out.
for Colton Cowser.
Colton Cowser.
So that's 6 hits up on the board now for the Orioles on opening day Thursday in Philadelphia. Evaldi got touched up for 8 hits in 4 2/3, but 4 of those hits off of Evaldi came in his final inning of work in the 5th, an inning in which he needed help and only got the first 2 outs in that inning. So here's Cowser, had an infield hit and scored a run his first time up. And this curveball gets away from Evaldi. He misses badly outside, ball 1. Evaldi has thrown that curve quite a bit. A look back to second, and now the 1-0 pitch. The curve again, this time much closer, almost hit the outside corner, but he missed. And that'll make it 2-0 here to Cowser, who steps out, surveys the defense. Cowser 1 for 4 in the ball game yesterday, scored a late run in the Orioles' 8-5 loss to the Rangers. Evaldi misses again, this time with the splitter.
None of these pitches are even
3-0.
close.
Well, a lot of clouds hanging up above right now. No chance for rain right now. But every now and then the field is covered in shade, and now the sun is back out as this pitch gets lifted foul into the second deck over on the third base side. Cowser with a green light at 3-0. That'll make it 3 balls and a strike. Lights are on, though not needed. Again, the sun drenching the field now as Eovaldi contemplates this 3-1 offering. And he missed outside that time with a splitter.
Crucial.
Ball 4.
Crucial.
Cowser walks.
Crucial.
So here in the third, a couple of free passes sandwiched around a single. And we've got the bases loaded here with 2 men out for Leody Taveras.
It's a good way to get back at your old team.
Coach on his way out to have a chat with Eovaldi.
Eovaldi's
what is
just
his
not
pitch count?
precise with his command.
Oh, there his microphone go again.
He just seems to be missing inside and outside the plate.
Danny Jansen joining in this conversation. You know, sometimes a pitcher will have a good feel for a certain pitch or set of pitches, but it seems like he's kind of let a few pitches and different pitches just sort of slip out of his hand. He has thrown his splitter so far among his 54 pitches 20 times, and he's thrown his curveball 17 times. Now, of course, last year was very difficult to predict.
His pitch count is 56 pitches.
And he ended
37
up, as
strikes.
mentioned earlier, throwing 4 different pitches at least 20% of the time last year. Well, he's relied on the splitter and the curveball heavily so far here today.
And it's not working.
Leody, who singles
it's not working.
Right his first time up, but swings through the hook for strike 1.
Right. That worked.
Leody, his first hit of the
that one
season.
worked.
That line drive single into right, helping to build the Orioles' current 2-run lead. Bases loaded with 2 men out, the 0-1. And that's over the plate but low. So make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Leody last year combined with the Rangers and the Mariners hit just .205 and had a woefully low on-base plus slugging percentage of .530. Breaking pitch here is hit deep into right field. McCutcheon to his left. It's off the track and off the wall. Alonso has scored. Beavers has
off
scored.
The curveball.
Cowser stops at third. It's a 2-run double for Leody Taveras. He has given Baltimore a 4-0 lead.
Did y'all smell that coming? Like I did? Nothing like getting back at your old team.
Eovaldi with a curveball there that was right down the middle.
I'm telling you.
That's been his best pitch so far today, but
it hasn't worked.
Not very well located.
His best pitch is 4-0.
Well,
none of his pitches are working.
Leody
he has
as
3 Ks.
Now his first 2 runs batted in.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go.
4-0 deficit, and it could get a lot larger here with a couple of men in scoring position for Jeremiah Jackson, who drove a ball deep into center his first time up for a sac fly. And he takes a fastball here down the middle for strike 1. So a 2-run second, so far a 2-run third. The set in the 0-1. Swing and a foul. 0-2 now. The count to the right-handed hitting Jackson. Well, given the way that Rogers pitched last season and the start that he's off to this year, 4 runs here early on seems almost insurmountable. But this Ranger offense has been consistently good to start the season, and maybe they do get to Rogers. Here's the 0-2. That pitch is up. So make it a ball and 2 strikes to Jackson. Jackson's 3 for 12 to start the year. That RBI that he picked up in the 2nd inning, his 2nd of the season. Cowser at third base, Taveras at second. The 1-2 breaking pitch lobbed out into left field. Haggerty, a late start coming on, still on the move. He makes the running grab to retire Jackson for the final out in the inning. Orioles get 2 more here in the third on 2 hits. They leave a pair, and after 3 in Baltimore, Orioles 4, Rangers nothing on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Rangers on top. Lefty to lefty, Rogers delivers outside on a fastball for ball one. Seager grounded out to second his first time up. The Rangers went in order in each of the first 2 innings. Rogers retired the first 8 batters of the game. There's a swing and a miss by Seager, 1-1. Then the Rangers had consecutive hits from Haggerty and Nimmo, but Langford popped out to short to end the one Ranger threat. Baltimore got 2 in the second and 2 in the third. They have 7 hits off of Valdi. And now Seager swings, and it's a soft one-hopper to second. To his left is Jackson, a short toss to first. Seager is retired. 1 out here in the fourth, brought to you by the Texas Lottery. The Texas Lottery proudly supports Texas education and veterans. Play today. Jake Berger is next. Berger called out on strikes his first time up. That was his first at bat ever against Trevor Rogers, with whom he was a teammate with Miami. And the pitch is swung on and missed. It is 0-1. Rogers came over here in a deal for Kyle Stowers, who became a 30 home run man. Miami. It was tough for Orioles fans to see until Rogers had his big breakthrough last year. The pitch is outside. Rogers had such a bad year in 2024. He apparently contemplated giving up baseball, and his wife helped talk him out of that. 1-1, and Berger hits a slow ground ball on the left side. Cut off by the third baseman Mayo. He sweeps a sidearm throw to first, and there are 2 outs. That earned run average last year of 181 for Rogers, an Orioles record for a starting pitcher since they moved to Baltimore.
Sure was hoping the Rangers would win one more and then come home. I had a feeling Baltimore wasn't going to go out like that. Baltimore got a good team. Don't get it twisted at all. They got a very good baseball team. They just have been underperforming
Jim Palmer's
the last couple of years.
Was 207.
Come on,
Here's
Texas.
McCutchen. He takes outside for ball one.
Appreciate y'all hanging out on a Wednesday. Day ball.
Yeah.
The first real week
but I would say
day ball.
for me in the late 70s and the early 80s, one of my favorite guys was a guy
Week to
not
week,
too many people
every
knew,
Wednesday.
Gary Renicky.
Oh, platoon outfielder?
Yeah.
Played left field with
John Lowenstein.
John Lowenstein, and Benny Ayala was the third in the three-headed monster. There's a swing by McCutchen and a miss, 1-1. It's 4-0 Baltimore, top of the fourth. And McCutchen on a chain swings and misses. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes.
Right.
Rich Dower.
Come on, McCutchen.
Love Dennis Martinez.
McCutchen.
El Presidente.
El Presidente was really popular.
I was a big Storm Davis fan. He was born in Dallas, so we took a liking to him, and he could start or relieve. 1-2 pitches low, 2-2. He was billed as the next Jim Palmer for a while. He had a very similar motion to Palmer's, over-the-top delivery. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Danny Jansen would be next. Pitch to McCutchen is high. The count has gone full. Now, McCutchen in his career, 6 for 12 and 3 home runs off Trevor Rogers coming into today.
Come on,
3
McCutchen.
and 2 to catch.
We need some.
And here's the pitch. Swung on and looped
That's
out toward
right
center.
down
That's a
the
base
middle.
hit on a soft line drive by McCutchen.
He threw it all.
Just 85 miles an hour, but floated up over the leap of Jackson.
He
So
threw
now
it
6
right
for 13
down the
for
middle.
season.
There you go,
Texas
almost
trailing
batting
here
500.
4-0. That's their third hit. And the batter is Jansen, who popped
Can
out
we get a
second his
2-hour rally
first
right
time.
here?
And this Saturday, April 4th, the Rangers play the Reds at 6 o'clock. The first 10,000 fans get the Dot Race Results bobblehead.
Get a
presented
little
by
rally
Golden
going.
Chick.
That'd be nice.
Get your tickets at Rangers.com.
Good job, McCutchen.
The Rangers have not announced their pitching plans for the weekend, but Mackenzie Gore is the probable starter Friday in the home opener. Probable. The pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. Skip Schumacher keeps reminding us every day that as a result of the Jake Latz start in Game 2, the whole pitching picture is a little bit scrambled. Latz is available today out of the bullpen, and so is Kamar Rocker, who might be the starter on Saturday. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. In fact, it seems that if he is not needed in relief today, Rocker almost certainly will be the Saturday starter, and then Jack Leiter on Sunday. DeGrom and Eovaldi would pitch against Seattle on Monday and Tuesday. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled back by Jansen to the screen. So a new baseball tossed out to Trevor Rogers. Rogers hardly ever walks anybody. Hasn't walked anybody today. Last year, just 29 walks in 110 innings. That's about a walk every 4 innings. Doesn't give up homers either. Gave up only 6 all year. And the pitch is low, 1-2. And that's phenomenal in this day and age, to pitch 110 innings and give up just 6 home runs. He's working 1-2 on Jansen. Josh Young would be next. 4-0 Orioles in the 4th. In comes the pitch. And that's off the plate outside with the fastball. The count levels at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Come on, Danny Jansen. Get a hit or something, bro. That'll be nice.
Peekaboo. The lights are on here in Baltimore. Right now the sun is shining through. Here's the 2-2 offering. And Jansen hits a little pop-up into short right field. Coming on hard. Cowser can't get there. Base hit.
Hey, the last 2 hits has come on pitch number 6.
Couple of soft singles
both
for the
at
Rangers.
bats.
Another 2-out rally.
Which means make
down 4-0.
Rogers
Josh
work.
Young's first hit of the season can be an RBI knock.
Come on, Joshua.
Where Jansen hit that ball, it was in the air for a while. Had there not been a runner at first, Pete Alonso would have made that play. The second baseman, Jackson, had a long run, but Alonso was holding the runner. So neither able to get to where that ball fell in. Just fortunate for the Rangers.
Come on, Josh Young.
Josh Young can take advantage.
Joshua.
Josh flying out softly to right his first time up off of Rogers' changeup. So
a line drive
third,
hit.
And Jansen's at first with 2 outs. The left-hander delivers, and Young swings and misses on a high fastball. He appeared to chase one out of the strike zone there. And he has been doing quite a bit of that in the early going. Trying to snap that 0-4-18.
It's at the top of the strike zone.
Rogers comes set at the belt, pushes off and comes home. JJ takes one right down the middle on a fastball at 94. As Rogers, who worked up out of the zone on the first pitch, came right down the middle with that one and seemed to surprise Young with a fastball, as now it's 0-2. A southpaw ready and delivers. And Young takes high, would not go after that. He's seen 3 fastballs in a row.
He threw that one kind of high, like
3-mile-per-hour range.
Chest level high.
And the count is 1-2.
He'd have hit a left-handed bat in the face almost.
Rogers back set. He lets it fly, and Young takes inside and low on a sweeper. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Man, we need a base hit right here. We need a base hit
bad.
bad.
There are no shadows being cast on the field.
Game halfway over.
A little bit. It was blowing across from left to right earlier. Now it's blowing straight out towards center and left center, about 10 miles an hour. The 2-2 pitch. Young takes inside, so it's gone from 0-2 to 3-2 on Young.
There you go.
Looking to reach base for the first time.
Come on,
this
get
year,
a hit.
Either a hit or a walk.
This would be the 6th pitch again, y'all.
Would be next.
He get a hit right here. It's 3 batters in a row that has taken him to 6
and the
pitches.
Payoff pitch. Line drive, right field, base hit for Young.
There we go, boy.
McCutcheon. Jansen stops at second. The Rangers are on the board.
Big barrel
Young's
action.
First hit of the year.
Big barrel action. We needed that. We needed that. Hey, 6th pitch again.
Get something away here, Josh. Go with it and drive it into right. It's exactly what he did. He got a changeup that may or may not have been a strike on the outside corner, but he didn't try to do too much with it. He just hit it where it was pitched through that hole on the right side.
So 5 hits for the Rangers.
There we go. Needed
in the
that.
Last 8 at-bats against Trevor Rogers.
Hey, Trevor Rogers only has 2 Ks. He ain't striking anybody out. He may not be walking many people.
Brought to you by Kubota.
But he's not striking many people out either. But we need a good rally right here. Ezekiel Duran got a home run the other night. Be nice to just keep it going. 2-out rally.
In those spots last
keep
season.
it going.
He had been hitless
Wednesday baseball.
This year.
Keyword is
that base
day baseball.
So here comes Zeke.
Let's go, guys.
Grounded to short his first time up. Jansen at second base, Young at first base. The set, the pitch, very high. Ball 1. The Orioles did make a roster move today. They placed last night's starting pitcher Zach Eflin on the injured list with an elbow problem and called up righty Albert Suarez. Your injury report brought to you by Bailey and Gallion. The 1-0 pitch. Zeke swings and fouls it away, and it's a ball and a strike. So Friday we expect it'll be Mackenzie Gore. That has not been made official by the Rangers, but has been strongly suggested. Brady Singer will go for Cincinnati, veteran right-hander. The Reds will start all right-handed pitchers in that series. Here's the pitch, way inside of Duran. He somehow jackknifes out of the way on a pitch headed right for his knees, and the count is 2-1. Brett Loudon will be the Reds pitcher Saturday night. Chase Burns, the fireballer, on Sunday afternoon. 2-1 the count. And here's the pitch. Duran takes low. It is 3-1. Sam Haggerty is on deck. So count leverage here for Zeke.
Hey,
a couple of men aboard.
Pitch number 5.
The Rangers with men in
This
scoring
should be a
position.
ball. The next one should be a hit.
Coming into the game, hitting
Don't swing at the
277
sucker
for the
pitch.
year.
Pitch number 5. Here we go.
Overall hitting
Right
259.
down the middle,
The pitch,
bottom of the
ground ball
zone.
toward the middle. It is through, a base hit.
Base
Here's
hit.
Jansen
Here we
rumbling
go.
around third, heading for the plate.
Get it,
The
get
throw
it,
goes
get
to
it.
third base. Safe at third.
Safe.
Down to second base on the throw goes Duran, and the Orioles lead is cut to 4-2.
We'll do that too.
Nice job.
Small
ahead by
ball.
Zeke ahead on the count,
There we
3-1.
go.
He
Small
gets a
base
sinker.
ball.
You had Henderson playing him.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Get on base. Keep the train moving. You don't have to go up there swinging for a home run. Hey, addition by subtraction. Do we miss Adolis? You know, it was cool. Got World Series. But it was time. Him and Marcus.
Here's Haggerty with the
Come on,
tying runs in
guys.
scoring position, and he takes a breaking ball inside. He spit on that sweeper for ball 1. Haggerty had a single up the middle his first time. The RBI for Duran was his
Rogers
third of
getting a
the
little
year.
wild out there.
Rogers works very quickly. Here's the 1-0 offering, and that's low and away to Haggerty on a cutter. 2
Atlanta,
balls and no
5.
strikes. So the Rangers
Athletics,
with 6
1.
hits, the Orioles with 7 hits as we play in the top of the 4th.
Philly, Washington, tied at 2. Tied at 1.
Pitcher's duel has not exactly materialized.
Miami, 4.
The
Chicago.
2-0. Popped up, short
0.
center field. Leody Taveras.
Hey, we got 2 runs out of this inning. That's most
He
important.
makes a one-handed grab, and that closes out the inning. But the Rangers get on the board on 4 straight hits. They get 2 runs, they leave a couple, and we're going to the bottom of the 4th. Baltimore leading 4-2 on the Trajan Wealth Rangers radio. Top of the order for the Orioles in the bottom of the 4th. Taylor Ward to lead off against
Appreciate
Evaldi.
y'all
The first
hanging out.
pitch a
Back
little
to
bit low.
Rangers
Ward
baseball.
is grounded to short and doubled home a run.
Orioles 4, Rangers 2. But we gonna do something. We have 5 innings left, right? Let's get it, guys.
Nathan swings to the
Come on.
windup and fires at 1-0 and misses low. 2 balls and no strikes.
Nathan's still out there. Nathan's still struggling. They're trying to get him through 5 innings.
Rogers threw 4 innings, 63 pitches. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. And here it comes, way inside, and the count is 3-0. We're coming into the game today, the Rangers with the 3rd best record in the league in terms of earned run average. A 3.00 ERA. The Yankees and Seattle, the only teams better. And there's a 3-0 strike just barely on the outside corner. The Yankees with an 0.61 ERA. And Seattle with a 2.78 ERA. But the Rangers bullpen ERA, surprisingly enough, the best in baseball at 1.33. As that pitch comes in there for a strike. Or make it the Yankees now a little bit lower than the Rangers in bullpen ERA. Texas now 2nd best. 3-2, and time called at the plate by Taylor Ward. In addition to the 7 hits allowed, Eovaldi's given up 2 walks today. And this is a club that he's handled very well in the past. A 9-3 lifetime record in 20 starts. There's a swing and a miss as he pulled a string there with the splitter. So Taylor Ward strikes out to start the Oriole half of the 4th.
Hey, he needed that strikeout bad.
Against the Orioles.
Put him up to 4 Ks.
In this ballpark,
2 walks, 4 Ks.
Starts 2-0.
Way too many hits.
27 earned run average. Here's Gunnar Henderson. He's fly to center and fly to right. 3 for 11 now in the series with a home run. The pitch to Henderson. Strike call at the knees.
7 hits, 4 runs. All of them earned. Rangers, no errors.
Nathan back to work and lets it fly. That pitch is inside. That check swing, he did not go around off a cutter. 1 ball and 1 strike. Seager way over toward the middle against the left-handed hitter. There's a swing and a foul off to the left. Atlanta leading the A's 5-1, top of the 5th in Atlanta. That's Luis Severino getting knocked around on the mound for the A's. The scoreboard update brought to you by Quick Trip. Toronto and Colorado are scoreless. They're in the bottom of the 3rd at Rogers Center. Pittsburgh 3, Cincinnati 1, bottom of the 4th in Cincy. Here's the 1-2. It is fouled away. Right here, it's 4-2 in favor of the Orioles as we play in the last half of the 4th. The Rangers are trying for their first 3-game sweep here since 2019, which amazingly is the only time the Rangers in this ballpark have swept a 3-game series. They did have a few 3-game sweeps at the old Memorial Stadium. The 1-2 pitch, way inside and low. It bounces and almost hits him in the foot as a curveball got away from Eovaldi. And the count levels at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Not even the 30-3 win or the Josh Hamilton 4-homer game involved the sweep?
No, apparently not. At least that's what the notes say. So
No.
it must be true.
All right.
Yeah, those are internet.
Carter Martin on top of all that in the Ranger PR department. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck out on a cutter.
You get to go sit down.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Eovaldi of Ward and Henderson.
Man, put him up to 5 Ks. You want more Ks than earned runs.
Ks now has 5 of them. Here's Pete Alonso.
Let's just get 3 in a row and go sit back down. That's okay.
Sayo, the on-deck batter. Alonso has singled and walked. He has scored a run. And the pitch is over for a strike. It is 0-1. Eovaldi's next strikeout will be his 1,500th career K. We'll see if anybody's aware of that, other than Matt Hicks in our booth. And me now. The 1 pitch is low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Sometimes a number just jumps up at you off of those notes pages.
And next time DeGrom starts, it'll be his 250th start. We'll stay on top of that for you. A ball and a strike, 2 outs, nobody on, 4-2 Baltimore. And Alonso hits one foul out of play to the right side. With the infield hit and the walk today, Alonso now 3 for 3 against Eovaldi in his career, and 4 for 9 against the Rangers in this series. 2 outs, nobody on. Eovaldi unwinds and fires and misses high. That cutter didn't cut very much. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ranger outfield really spread out against Alonso. They give him both alleys. And the pitch is grounded foul past third base and down the line. The ball boy there plays the ricochet off the sidewall and misses it completely. And we wait for the ball to be retrieved.
Come on, Eovaldi.
And Eovaldi looks back in. Hand in the tan glove in front of the chest to the plate at 2-2. And the pitch is lifted in the air to center field.
There we go.
Goes Langford with
got a chance to catch up.
Jogs a bit.
Didn't give up any runs this inning.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
We appreciate those innings. Commercial break.
4-2. The Orioles lead.
Go, guys.
Trades and Wealth. Rangers Radio Network. The fifth inning is brought to you by Balcones. Discover Balcones Distilling, the original Texas whiskey. Top of the order for Texas, Nimmo, Langford, and Seager against the southpaw from Carlsbad, New Mexico. The caveman, Trevor Rogers. Cody Ross also came out of Carlsbad High, one of 5 major leaguers. Ross, part of the Giants World Series championship team in 2010. Nimmo with a check swing. He goes around, according to third base umpire Scott Berry. 0-1 on Brandon, who has struck out and doubled. He's the DH today, with McCutchen playing right field. The 0-1 pitch, and that is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Nimmo. Rogers, the tall left-hander, last year had traditional splits, we should say, more effective against lefties than righties. Nimmo, the lefty, fouls one at the plate. The count is 1-2. Lefties hit about 230 and righties about 245. And hitters from both sides had OPSs under 520 against Trevor Rogers. That's how dominant he was. He was actually voted the Orioles' most valuable player, not just their most valuable pitcher, their most valuable player last year. The big guns offensively had off years, swinging a foul back. Gunnar Henderson and Adley Rutschman in particular. The Orioles hoping for bounce backs from them, just as the Rangers hope for bounce backs from Berger and Young and Peterson. There's a swing and a high foul off to the left. Giving chase is Mayo, the third baseman, but he runs out of room. That's about 8 rows back in the seats behind third base. And a new baseball lobbed out to Trevor Rogers. The Ranger Ballpark Pass is now available. What a great deal. You get into every home game except opening day. You can get a monthly pass for $49.99. Get yours at Rangers.com. When seats are available, you will get seats. But at the very least, you get in for standing room to every single game after Friday. 1-2 pitch. A swing and a slow roller out to second. Jackson's got it. A toss to first, and Nimmo's retired. One out in the fifth, with the Orioles leading by the score of 4-2. Wyatt Langford is coming up next. Langford has fouled out to first, and with 2 men on in the third, popped out to short. Corey Seager will be next, and then Berger if the Rangers get somebody on. Rogers into the wind, and the pitch is a little bit low, and it is ball one. I hope you'll come out and see the Reds this weekend. Fun team to watch. Good young lineup, including the flamboyant, charismatic Ellie De La Cruz. The pitch swung on and missed, and the count is 1-1. Just watching him run the bases is fun. They had Matt McClain, who had a huge spring training, playing second base for them now. Nathaniel Lowe is doing some DHing for him. He's DHing today and has an RBI double. And that pitch a strike to Langford, and it's 1-2. Back to work comes Rogers, and the pitch is whacked foul off to the right. Langford trying to hit that ball the other way. He did, but hit it foul into the seats. Miami leads the White Sox 6-0 in Miami after 2 innings today. Sandy Alcantara on the mound for Miami, and Shane Smith getting roughed up for Chicago. The pitch, a call strike 3, and it is being challenged by Wyatt Langford. The first challenge of the game comes from the Ranger hitter. It goes up on the big board down in right center field, and the answer is it was a strike, and the Rangers have lost a challenge. You know, as we've told you throughout spring training and throughout the beginning of the season, the hitters are the worst at accuracy in their challenges compared to the catchers. Pitchers are even worse, but of the people at home plate, the hitters are the worst. Seager takes inside for ball one. Through the games of yesterday, catchers had been correct 59% of the time on their challengers. Batters 49% of the time.
That's a big difference.
Pitchers 43% of the time. They're wrong far more often than they're right. 1-0 to Seager, popped up. Third base side. It's going foul and out of play. And the count, a ball and a strike. Oh, it is caught. That ball stayed in play, and the catcher, Basayo, stayed with it to grab it. So we've talked about the wind blowing out. It brought that one back into the playing field, and Basayo was there to grab it on the warning track in front of the Ranger dugout. And that's going to do it for Texas in the fifth. After 4.5, it's still 4-2 Baltimore on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
I know you can hear me. Batter, 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 swing, batter. You suck, get another job, hear me. You suck, yeah, you with that mask on. You suck.
4-2 the Orioles lead as we move into the bottom of the fifth. Evaldi ready to deal him into Basayo, Mayo, and Beavers. Tyler Alexander warming in the Ranger pen with Evaldi at 80 pitches. And the first one here is a little bit low for ball one. Basayo has singled, and he's flied out to center field. And one thing the Orioles have done is avoid chasing today. They have not gone fishing for pitches outside the strike zone. The 1-0, and that's hit high in the air to short left field. Young into foul ground over near the stands, and that one stays foul and in the seats. And the count at a ball and a strike.
Foul ball.
The Orioles are without one of their big bats in Jordan Westberg, who is their regular third baseman. He's on the injured list, expected to be back sometime in May. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch. Hit well, deep center field. Langford going back to the wall. That is out of here.
Holla at you. Right down the middle.
40-foot-high wall that serves
right down the middle. That's a home run.
Tremendous blast by Basayo. That's his first home run. And the Orioles increased their lead to 5-2.
5 Ks, 5 earned runs.
Home runs last year, so that's the 5th of his young big league career. And that was a blast.
No doubt about it. Shot coming on a 1-1 fastball. He barreled it up. That pitch finished middle and traveled an estimated 437 feet.
Wow, 110 miles an hour on the exit velo. Evaldi gives up his 3rd home run of the year. Now Mayo, who has struck out in both plate appearances today. And the pitch to him misses for ball 1. So Evaldi and DeGrom have both had some rough going in their early starts. The pitch is outside. Fortunately for the Rangers, Gore and Leiter were brilliant in their first starts. And Jacob Latz as well with 4 hitless innings in the emergency start for DeGrom. 2-0 pitch is grounded foul past third. And the count at 2 balls and 1 strike. Boston and Houston getting underway at Dyken Park in Houston. Red Sox off to a rugged start. A 1-4 record, while the Astros are 4-2. Evaldi working 2-1 on Mayo. And here's the pitch. There's a strike, and Mayo is challenging that one. Pitch was down and in.
The batter challenge and a strike off.
Another batter challenge. And the answer is the pitch was a ball by a fraction of an inch. So the Orioles retain their 2 challenges, and that pitch is a ball rather than a strike, and it's 3-1 instead of 2-2. Dylan Beavers on deck. 5-2 Orioles in the 5th. And here's the pitch. Ball 4. And we'll see if that's it for Evaldi. He's up to 88 pitches now. And here comes Skip Schumacher.
Yep. Tyler Alexander has been warming in the bullpen. You got a couple of lefties due up.
So Alexander coming on to face Dylan Beavers. Evaldi winless in his first 2 starts of the year. And with the Orioles leading 5-2, let's pause for these messages with the pitching change on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Appreciate y'all hanging out. Wednesday baseball. 88 pitches. Only 55 strikeout. 55 strikes.
Let's go baseball.
I think I just saw that correctly. So a lot of 5s in the wrong areas. 55 strikes. 5 hits. 5 earned runs. Strugulation. Man, Nathan Evaldi. It's one thing about baseball. You can't assume because somebody pitched good last year, especially as you get older, that they're going to keep pitching good. It's not how it works. It just doesn't work that way. But I'm glad these bats are going. That's for sure.
Tyler Alexander,
let's get to it.
Who has 2 saves in the early going, comes on here in the 5th inning. Rangers down 5-2. Let's pause for station identification on the Rangers radio network.
Ourselves.
Your home of Texas Rangers baseball.
Let's do it again.
KRLD-FM
Identification taking place.
Potoi. We are 105.3. The Fan.
Let's go, guy.
Dylan Beavers, the batter. He has singled and struck out. Evaldi 4 1/3 innings today. Charged with 5 runs and leaves with property at first. The pitch to Beavers is over for a strike. Alexander has worked 3 innings. He's given up just an unearned run. He's permitted only 1 hit. He has struck out 3. He says he's not a closer. It doesn't feel natural for him to be out there with a small lead in the 9th inning, but he says he enjoyed it. And the pitch is lined to left, an opposite field base hit for Beavers. An inside-out type swing on a sinker. He fought it off beautifully, and he gives the Orioles their 9th hit of the ball game. They have runners at first and second and nobody out for Colton Cowser. So Beavers getting to face the lefty rather than manager Craig Albernaz going to a right-handed hitter like Tyler O'Neill or Ryan Mountcastle. Cowser has an infield hit and a walk, and he has scored a run today. Alexander wears the number 13, works in short sleeves. He comes set. And here's the pitch. The bunt is on. It's bunted foul on the third base side, where Josh Young was going to have a long way to go to get to that one. It would easily have moved the runners, and it would have been tough to throw out Cowser had that ball stayed fair. So an 0-1 count on Cowser, who's playing right field today, played center field the first 2 days. Leody Taveras is on deck. Taveras already a single and a 2-run double today. Mayo at second and Beavers at first. Alexander comes home. The bunt is on again. The bunt is up the third baseline. Fielded by Alexander. Throws to first just in time.
I mean, the bunt worked perfectly.
On a very nice bunt. He moves the runners to second and third with 1 out for Leody.
Leody Taveras
the ball that time.
Going for hit
Just
number
made
3.
it a little ways off the dirt circle.
Going for hit number 3.
Forced the pitcher to have to field that ball.
That is the first sacrifice of the year for either of these clubs. So Mayo now at third base and Beavers at second base, and the infield is in with the Orioles up 5-2. Leody a single to right and a 2-run double to right, batting left-handed. Now he bats right, and the pitch to him, breaking ball strike. Remember, Leody was the Rangers center fielder in all 17 postseason games back in 2023. And in the regular year, he played 503 games for Texas. The 0-1 pitch. Bounced foul past third. Last year, he was claimed on waivers by the Mariners on May the 6th from the Rangers. Leody with 41 career home runs, 39 coming in a Rangers uniform. The Orioles bird mascot is hopping around on top of the Rangers third base dugout. Here's the 0-2 pitch outside. Does their mascot have a name?
Just the Oriole bird, I think, is what he's referred to. Yeah.
He's got no name.
He should be migrating over to the first base dugout. He seems to be out of his element over there on top of the Rangers.
Yeah, it's spring-like weather. Get over there. 1-2. Alexander fires, and the pitch is high, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Alexander picked up a save last year while with the White Sox, but a 3-inning save. He said they had a 9-run lead. But both of the saves this year, real saves, as he put it. Here's the pitch. It is outside. And the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. I said, did you save the ball from that 3-inning save? He says, I got it somewhere. Not exactly in a prominent position in his house. First base is open with Leote up there. There is 1 out. Jeremiah Jackson on deck. The payoff pitch. Swung on and tapped foul over on the third base side.
Foul ball.
Leote, people may recall, had a really good
Alexander.
Back in 2023 in the American League Championship Series against the Astros. Had 5 hits in that series.
Let's go, Rangers. We got to turn it around. Half the game left.
He's the guy who was on base.
Well, the other,
Corey Seager hit
the
that
downside of the half the game.
Game-tying home run in the ninth.
That's all right. We're about to get into their bullpen. See what they got.
And he takes high ball 4. The bases are loaded for
sacrifice bunt worked out perfectly. Tavares gets on base.
3 today, so that's the
Jeremiah and Ward
pitching. And here's Jackson, who has a sacrifice fly and a pop to left. And Jordan Teagues, the Ranger pitching coach,
Ward and Henderson, Alonso.
There's no one throwing at the moment in the Rangers.
Come on, Rangers. You're about to get to the tough part of the lineup.
Long men today, and Jacob Latz, who would be working on 3 days rest, and Kamar Rocker, whose start on this road trip was skipped as a result of the DeGrom stiff neck and the subsequent emergency start for Jacob Latz. Rocker still has yet to get in a game. He was warming yesterday in the 9th inning to come into the ball game. If the Rangers had needed somebody for 1 batter, or if the lead had gotten larger, there's a good chance Rocker would have gotten in there just to get a little bit of action. But right now it's Alexander's mess with the bases loaded and 1 out and no one throwing behind him. Infield back at double play depth now. Right-handed batter against the lefty Alexander. The southpaw delivers, and the pitch is outside for ball 1. Mayo at third base, Beavers at second base, Tavares at first base for the Birds. 5-2 they lead in the 5th. Alexander ready, and here it comes. There's a swing and a miss on a cutter, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey. We need like 3 more strikes, like on this at bat. You got 1 more at bat to go.
Alexander back to the
hit into a double play.
He pushes off and comes home. There's a swing and a miss on a good change, and the count is 1-2 on Jackson. The Orioles have had good production from their number 9 hitters. They are 7 for 19 for the year, the 3rd best batting average from the 9 spot in the major leagues. 1-2, the pitch. Looped in the air right. That's a base hit.
And that was outside of the strike zone. He swung at a ball outside and got that hit.
Jackson picks up yet another hit out of the number 9 spot in the Orioles batting order.
That's a similar hit to the one that Josh Young had for the Rangers in the 4th inning. Here, Jackson gets a changeup away and just goes with the pitch. Hits it off the end of his bat, shoots it out into right field.
The run is charged to Eovaldi, so the book is closed on him. He's charged with 6 runs and 4 6 6 runs, 10 hits for Baltimore, 2 runs, 6 hits for Texas.
Hey, Baltimore 6, 7, 8, 9. Between those 4 batters have 6 hits, 4 RBIs, 2 walks. Huh.
Orioles.
Okay. Bottom of the lineup coming through.
And that's low, 1-1.
Man, we need an out so bad right here. We need a double play, but Tyler Ward likes to hit the ball kind of hard.
2 starting pitchers the Rangers are not seeing in this series. A ball and a strike. Here comes Alexander, and Ward swings and skies one to right field.
See what I mean?
Touching in and toward the line. He makes the catch. The runner at third is heading home. Here comes the throw on 2 hops, not nearly in time. It is 7-2.
He hit it hard enough.
Fly for Taylor Ward.
A ribby. Man, Rangers falling apart.
Did not have much on it. Also advancing on the plate, Tavares went to third. Jackson stayed at first as Beavers crossed the plate. So So it's Taveras at third now, Jackson at first, and Gunnar Henderson, the batter. And he is the 8th batter of this 4-run inning. 8-2 Baltimore in the bottom of the 5th.
7-2.
The pitch, fouled back. Hey, folks, my birthday benefit concert's coming up May 14th.
7-2, not 8. Don't give him an extra run yet. We don't do that.
It stars Sammy Ray and the Friends. And Chuck Prophet and his Cumbia shoes. All the proceeds go to the Grant Halliburton Foundation. That's May 14th at Longhorn Ballroom. Tickets at longhornballroom.com. Alonso would be next if Henderson gets on here. 2 outs, runners at first and third. Lefty to lefty. And the pitch is on the way. It is outside. And the count is 1-1. Leote down the line from third. Short lead for Jackson at first. The 1-1 pitch. That's outside. And the count is 2-1. There are no undefeated teams in the majors anymore. The Rangers, the Blue Jays, the Yankees, all 4-1 in the American League. The Brewers and the Dodgers and the Miami Marlins, 4-1 in the National League.
Miami winning 8-0 right now over Chicago.
Low and away.
Bottom of the
3 balls.
4th inning. And Miami coming up to bat.
Is building. He, of course, could go multiple innings, but he's up to 22 pitches already.
Rangers falling apart today. Miami Marlins.
He's behind 3-1. Here's the pitch to Henderson. Ball 4. So Henderson now 0 for 3 and a walk. Alexander misses wide. It's the 5th walk issued by Texas pitching. And here's Alonso, the 9th batter of the inning, with a chance to really blow this game open. It's a 7-2 score. They had the score wrong on the scoreboard again. It's a 3-run inning, not a 4-run inning.
Early in the season, it's a challenge.
Alexander to the plate. Alonso takes, and it's low for ball 1. Well, both cities we've been in have had the score wrong on multiple occasions on the scoreboard. It's not like teams have been putting up double-figure innings or anything like that.
Just a 3-run inning.
1-0. Here's the pitch. And Alonso lofts one in the air to right center field. Langford, deep in the alley, gives way to the right fielder McCutcheon, and he makes the catch shy of the track to close out the inning. But 3 runs score in the inning. 2 of them charged to Evaldi and 1 to Alexander. And as we head to the 6th, it is 7-2 Baltimore on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
inning, and the Rangers with a lot of work to do here, down 7-2. First pitch.
Yeah, a lot of work
He
to do.
swings and fouls one
We need
off
a
the end of his
burger
bat
ball
for
right
strike
here.
one.
That would be a good start.
Berger is struck out and grounded to third, so 0 for 2 in the ball game.
Rogers still in the
McCutchen on
game.
deck, and then Jansen.
See if we
coming
can
up
get him
after
out the game,
7
get
runs
into
on
their
10 hits
bullpen.
for
Let's
Baltimore.
go.
2 runs, 6 hits for the Rangers. This pitch is low, and that'll leave in the count to a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1. Then Rogers fires low to make it 2 balls and a strike. There is no activity behind Rogers out in the Oriole bullpen, although the right-hander Carter Baumler is now warming up for Texas. The 2-1. Swinging a hard hit ball to third. Gobbled up by Mayo. He sets and throws. We've got 1 out here in the top half of the 6th. Andrew McCutchen coming to the plate. And coming to Globe Life Field here, this first homestand of the season, this coming Monday, April the 6th, the Mariners open up the series against the Seattle Mariners. And if you're one of the first 10,000 fans age 18 and older to come out to the ballpark, you'll get a chenille crew neck presented by Choctaw. Tickets are available by going to Rangers.com. First pitch to Kutch in there for a strike. McCutchen grounded to short in the second. Singled and scored in the fourth. He's 1 for 2. Rogers turns, delivers the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good-looking sweeper there. And that'll make it no balls and 2 strikes. So McCutchen now 7 for 14 lifetime against Rogers. He's shaking off Basayo here. Now turns and fires. And that pitch, fastball, misses down and in to make it a ball and 2 strikes. Orioles got 2 in the second, 2 more in the third. Rangers got 2 back in the fourth, but then Baltimore put up 3 in the bottom half of the 5th. As this pitch is low. And the count to McCutchen now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Basayo with a solo home run leading off that bottom half of the 5th inning. RBIs in the inning as well for Jackson and Ward. 2-2 pitch on the outside corner, but that one's down. So a full count now to McCutchen. Rangers strung together 4 consecutive singles to get their 2 runs in the 4th. And the 3-2 is in there for a called third strike, and McCutchen taps his helmet. Rangers only have 1 challenge remaining.
The batter challenge is a strike ball.
So let's see. This will determine the plate appearance for sure. And that pitch is low. So
and
instead of it being
ball.
strike 3, it's
Andrew
ball 4.
McCutchen to the base.
McCutchen, knowing the strike zone, uses that 1 remaining challenge to the club's benefit here, and he draws a 1-out walk.
Well, it's not beneficial if Danny Jansen don't come up and do something. Come on, Danny.
So 1 on, 1 out. Danny Jansen comes up. Singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. And he looks at a pitch on the outside edge for strike 1. Now, who knows? You get the call there. You draw a walk. This is the part of the order that strung together the 4 singles back in the 4th. The 0-1 hard hit ball foul down the left field line. That got
Foul
past
ball.
Mayo, but it hooked foul. Not
Come
really
on,
close
Danny.
to the line.
Come on,
plenty
Danny.
of hook on it, and the count to Jansen is at 0-2. Jansen now 5 for 15 to start the year. The 2-strike pitch. Swinging a high pop-up, foul third base side. Mayo giving chase. Let's see if the wind keeps this one. It will not. That one ends up being about 10 rows deep in the seats. Mayo stopped a few feet from the lower seating bowl there, thinking that maybe as that high pop-up came down that the wind would help bring it back to him, but that didn't happen. So again, an 0-2 pitch and another foul ball. This one on the other side.
Foul ball.
Into the seats down to our right.
Keep making contact, though. He keep making contact.
Now you wonder how much.
You can't hit the baseball without making contact in some form first. Keep your eye on the baseball.
Again, the 0-2. Hard hit ball to third, coming up with Mayo to second.
See what happened was
on to first. That's
nothing.
A play. It wipes out the McCutcheon
Commercial
walk,
break.
and the Rangers are done here in the sixth. The man warming up right now is the right-hander Albert Suarez for Baltimore. But after 5.5 here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards, the Rangers trail 7-2 on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
And may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Rangers Baseball, LLC.
Bottom half of the sixth inning, the sun shining
This
brightly
game is
here
being distributed via the radio station, which makes it free game to be distributed in another form or fashion per Potoi. Back to the ball
making
game.
his third appearance of the season.
Come on, Texas. Maybe a little bit too late, but
in the series in Philadelphia,
we
pitching,
started the season off good, so here we are.
On opening day,
win some, lose some. But this one's not over yet.
And we have time called here before Samuel Basayo starts off this bottom half of the sixth inning. Baumler in his 2 outings, 2 2/3 innings of work. He's given up a run, so a 3.38 ERA. And the first offering to Basayo is in there for a strike. Baumler has had a control problem in his 2 2/3. He's walked 5, struck out 3. He's also hit a batter. The leg kick in the 0-1, a swing and a miss, really good looking curveball there. And the count now at no balls and 2 strikes. Baumler, a Rule 5 pick of the Pirates from the Orioles, and then in an arranged deal, he was shipped to the Rangers, but being a Major League Rule 5 pick, he's got to stick with the Rangers on the big league roster as this curveball misses outside, and the count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And last year, Baumler appeared for High A Aberdeen in 20 games. The 1-2 pitch, that's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. And then he made 6 appearances for Double-A Chesapeake. That's in Bowie, Maryland. And he did really well at Double-A. He didn't give up any runs and allowed just 3 hits in 7 2/3. Swing and a miss here. The ball gets away from Jansen. Basayo doesn't realize it. Now he takes off. The ball retrieved by Danny about 30 feet up the third base line, and he fires it down to Berger in time. Good thing for the Rangers, Basayo wasn't aware that the ball had gotten away from Jansen, or else he would have reached there. So a strikeout and a 2-3 putout to get us started here in the last half of the sixth. That brings up Kobe Mayo. So for Baumler, the highest level he had achieved in the Orioles system was 6 relief appearances at Double-A last season. Here, a breaking pitch bends in for a strike to Mayo. Mayo has struck out twice. He's also walked and scored a run. 7-2, Orioles leading here as they try to salvage the final game in this 3-game set. The 0-1. It pops over the bottom of the zone for a strike. So 0-2. The count now to Mayo. And time called. Mayo steps out. Baumler, over the course of 4 seasons in the Orioles minor league system, put up a 3.05 ERA, had a 7-1 record, 2 saves, a total of 88 2/3 innings in the minors before seeing action here with Texas this year. The 0-2 grounded foul just beyond the Ranger dugout on the third base side. Baumler coming in and throwing some strikes. Tyler Alexander gets credit for an inning of relief where it gives up 1 run through a lot of pitches. Normally, Alexander's throwing a lot of strikes. Not a terrifically high strike percentage today, though, and a swing and a miss here by Mayo on that Baumler curve. So, a couple of batters, couple of strikeouts for Baumler. 2 away. Dylan Beavers is the batter. For over 125 years, Globe Life has helped protect families when they need it most. Globe Life. Make tomorrow better. Baumler to Beavers. First pitch, curveball, strike 1. Beavers having a good day. His first multi-hit game of the season. He's 2 for 3.
He's going to get a 3 Ks by Baumler.
2 runs.
Never heard of him until today. It's okay, though.
The 1-strike pitch. That's high and outside.
Baltimore gonna know more about him after this next strikeout.
Strike 1 to each
well.
of these first
See what happened
hitters.
was
Rangers relievers yesterday were pounding the strike zone. The bullpen yesterday faced 18 Orioles.
Never mind.
Through strike 1 to 14
my goodness.
to the 18. There's a ball hit high and deep out into right field. McCutcheon going back.
That's
to
a bomber, all right.
To look, and it's gone.
That's a bomber.
Into the first row of seats up above that wall in right center field.
Beavers.
For Beavers, his first home run of the season, and that gives Baltimore an 8-2 lead. The Beavers last year, 4 home runs for the Orioles in 35 games in his big league debut. He had 18 home runs at AAA Norfolk last season. So a solo shot here. The first home run surrendered by Carter Baumler as a big leaguer. And now here's Colton Cowser. And Cowser takes a pitch that's outside, ball 1. Cowser has done something beneficial each time up, a single and a run scored in the second. He walked in the third, executed a sacrifice bunt, the first of the season for Baltimore, that helped to build their 3-run fifth. Swing and a miss by the left-handed hitter, and that evens the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. So 8 runs on 11 hits now for the home team. Baumler's 1-1, and that's fouled off of Cowser's foot. Curveball had plenty of snap down and into the left-handed batter. And he'll walk the clean out here. Plate umpire Manny Gonzalez walks halfway to the mound, tosses a ball to Baumler, and gives Cowser a little time to recover as the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on, bottom of the 6th. Rangers down big here, 8-2. Infield playing Cowser to pull. Outfield fan toward left. Sun breaks through the clouds again. Here's a check swing roller out near the mound. Baumler is up with it, juggles it a bit, but then pulls it out of his glove. Easy flip to Berger for the final out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Orioles add to their lead, though, on the blast by Beavers. And we'll head to the 7th. It's 8-2 Baltimore on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
I know you can hear me. Batter, swing, batter. You suck, get another job, you hear me? better go. Let's go baseball. Batter, 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 swing, batter. Suck, huh?
Come on, Rangers.
All right, top half of the seventh
Here
inning.
we go.
Rangers
We need
are
some
down
runs. We need some
8-2.
runs.
And into pitch now, the newest Oriole, right-hander Albert Suarez, just added to the active roster today as he deals him into Josh Young in a swing and a miss for strike one. Suarez had his contract selected from AAA Norfolk, filling in for yesterday's starter Zach Eflin, who went on the injured list with right elbow discomfort. Here's a swing and a drive foul out of play right side. And the count now at no balls and 2 strikes. So Suarez comes in to protect a 6-run lead. He pitched a little bit with the Orioles last year. 32 appearances, most of those as a starter with Baltimore back in 2024. Swing here, and Young fouls one back. Josh picked up his first hit of the season his last time up, poking an RBI single into right. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Now 1 for 19 on the season. His first hit, first RBI.
Let's go 2 for 3 on the day.
So every Ranger position player now has a hit this season, save for Jock Peterson, not in the lineup today. Jock currently 0 for 8. 0-2 here is a slow breaking pitch ripped by Young back out into center field.
There we go. Joshua.
Curveball. So Young hits in each of his last 2 at-bats. Not only a nice
He
hit
needs to
because
get
he's
going. He needs to get going
struggling
back.
to get hits, but he was behind in the count there at 0-2. Suarez just basically hung that one. Suarez, a big guy, listed at 6'3", 235 pounds, 36 years of age, a native of San Felix in Venezuela. He also pitched in the big leagues for the San Francisco Giants back in both 2016 and 2017.
On deck for the Rangers, number 30.
2016 with San Francisco as a swingman, 2017 exclusively in relief. Here's Josh Smith pinch hitting for Ezekiel Duran, and this first offering to him misses outside for ball 1. Rangers trying to climb back into this one, down by 6. The 1-0, a swing and a ball lifted high into the air right field. Long run for Cowser toward the line. It is dropping foul. Cowser does not get there, and so therefore does not make a play, just a long foul ball. And the count to Smith is at 1 ball and 1 strike. Smith 3 for 15 to start the year. He's also walked 3 times. On base percentage of .333. Suarez from the stretch. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a pop-up high in the air near third. Mayo drifting down the line into foul ground. Back into fair territory. He makes the one-hand grab to retire Smith. It's the first out here in the 7th. Another pinch hitter forthcoming here for Texas. Evan Carter is batting for Sam Haggerty. So back-to-back pinch hitters here for Texas. Haggerty was 1 for 2. Evan Carter 4 for 14, a .286 average as he stands in. And he looks for the pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Well, right from the get-go, Skip Schumacher, a manager who likes to use all of his players. He did that on opening day this past Thursday in Philadelphia. All bench players got into the game. Here's a drive into left, but it's slicing back toward Beavers, who makes the catch. Favorable track to that ball for the Orioles. Carter is retired, so both pinch hitters make outs. Takes us back to the top of the order, and Brandon Nimmo Nimmo 1 for 3 in the ball game. Again, he's got a 4-game streak in which he has collected exactly 2 hits. See if he can keep that going. Rangers just need base runners, down 8-2 here in the 7th. And the first offering to Nimmo from Suarez is on the outside corner for strike 1. Mayo at third, about halfway between second and third, and about 8 to 10 feet from the outfield grass. Suarez pitch outside and low, and that'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Suarez steps off the rubber for a brief moment, gets back on, turns, looks over to Young at first. The 1-1. Swing and a foul. That one back into the screen. 1-2 the count. Rangers baseball brought to you by Intuit TurboTax. Now taxes can be done by a trusted expert who takes care of everything. Now this is taxes. The set. The 1-2. Very high. That fastball got away from Suarez. That'll make it 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Come on, Brandon. Push him.
Suarez, in his 5 appearances last year with the Orioles, gave up 3 earned runs in 11 2/3, a 2.31 ERA. Has a career earned run average in the big leagues right at 4. 2-2 pitch. He deals high again with the heat. And the count to Nimmo.
Payoff pitch.
Runs full.
We need something. Get on base.
Wyatt Langford.
Need a base runner.
Deck.
Need 2 base runners.
Sun shining.
1 already on there.
Here in Baltimore.
Go Rangers.
Suarez, a check.
It ain't over yet.
Alonso now playing behind him. Here's the pitch. It's high, ball 4.
Ball
Nimmo
4.
draws the walk.
Suarez, thank you.
Runners at first and second now with 2 men out.
Why Langford need to do something?
Wyatt, who
come on, bro.
Yesterday went 2 for 5.
Come on, broski.
And had a triple. Is 0 for 3 today. He has popped up twice, once to Alonso, once to Henderson. Last time up, he took a called 3rd strike. Righty to righty. First pitch. It's on the outside corner for a strike. Young singled to start the inning. The pinch hitters Smith and Carter made outs. Nimmo is walked. And now Langford awaits the 0-1. Suarez deals, and it's popped up.
Trying to hit a home run. Trying to hit a home run.
Going to work, calling for it.
Get a base hit, bro. Get a base hit. We just need a hit
for the final out in the inning. So no runs, a hit. 2 men are left. 7th inning stretch time in Baltimore. Rangers trail 8-2 on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
the G-Bag Nation.
Texas Rangers going into the bottom of the seventh. Need to get some outs and some runs. How about some hits? We need hits. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me.
Right, bottom half of the seventh inning, Carter Baumler back out here for Texas. And Leody Taveras, one of the hitting stars for Baltimore today, will stand in on the left side and take a curveball that misses high for ball one. Taveras, Jackson, and Ward coming up here for the Rangers. He trailed by 6. And now the 1-0. And that pitch is down from the right-hander. So make it 2 balls and no strikes. Leody with a single, a double, and a walk today. He's been on base all 3 times up. He has scored a run. He has driven in 2. The 2-0. Baumler's fastball is high. 3-0 the count. And I believe that you can argue that his 2-run double with 2 men out in the bottom of the third, which gave Baltimore a 4-0 lead, is today's Whataburger what a play of the game. The 3-0 nestles in there for a strike. 3-1. Our what a play brought to you by Whataburger. It was a solid shot off of a Nathan Eovaldi curveball into the right field corner. The 3-1 high and outside, ball 4. Leody draws the walk. He's on board for a 4th time today.
Against his old mates. How you get back at your old team.
Leody makes an out there. We go to the 4th inning, and it's 2-0 Baltimore. The Rangers got their 2 runs in the top of the 4th. And it's not necessarily the case that all of that would have followed had Leody made an out, but still all in all important had the Rangers tied it up in the 4th inning. Maybe we're not looking at an 8-2 deficit right now. Swing and a miss here by Jeremiah Jackson for strike 1. Jackson officially 1 for 2, drove in a run in the 2nd with a sac fly to the warning track in center, and then brought in another run with a single to right in the 5th inning. So he's 1 for 2 with a pair of runs batted in. Fouls this fastball back and falls behind in the count at 0-2.
Come on, Balmer, get you one.
Oriole fans
going for 3 Ks right now.
Leading cheers on top of the Oriole dugout, first base side. The 2-strike pitch, and that one gets fouled back.
Foul ball.
You know, when the Orioles played up on 33rd Street at Old Memorial Stadium, they were in the 3rd base dugout. Pretty sure the visitors were in the 1st base dugout in that ballpark.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah. Swing here and a drive out into right field. McCutchen to his left was veering back. Now he veers in and he makes the catch to retire Jackson for the 1st out. You know, earlier you were asking me about some of my favorite Orioles of that era, starting in the late 60s and running through into the early to mid 80s. And I left out 2 guys. It didn't intentionally leave it out. The game kind of took over. But all Oriole fans back in that era would have to point to 2 guys as big-time favorites. Number 1, Cal Ripken, who for so many years manned the shortstop position here.
We've heard of him. And
first baseman Eddie Murray. This pitch is inside to Taylor Ward for ball 1.
Couple of Hall of Famers.
Murray, a switch-hitting first baseman who everything he did was entertaining. I loved watching Eddie Murray just throw ground balls to his fellow infielders during the half-inning change. This pitch is in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Another one of my favorite players of that era was Kenny Singleton, outfielder.
Number 29.
Yep. And I loved watching him warm up before games. Just the routine of it all. This pitch is low, and the count to Ward goes to 2 balls and 1 strike.
He became a really good broadcaster, too.
For the Yankees.
Lives in Florida now, retired.
I had been living in Maryland while he was still broadcasting. This pitch is outside. And the count to Ward moves to 3 balls and a strike. But those were definitely fun times up on 33rd Street. A big part of the fun for us, I would drive up with the friends from suburban Washington, D.C., drive up the Baltimore-Washington Parkway. Here's a drive into left field, and that will
You could
drop
tell
for a
by the
base
sound
hit.
of that
Langford now
baseball
in left.
hitting the
They'll
bat.
get that one back in.
That was
Evan
going to be a
Carter, who
solid
pinch
hit.
is
Just
out
a
in
nice
center.
little.
Josh Smith, who pinch hit, is
Bro,
at second
Rangers
base.
are going
Ward grabs a single
have
into
to
left.
do something in
He's
the
now
next
2
two
for 4
innings to do
today.
anything
That
today.
chases, Leote
Time to
up
come home.
second base. So 2 on, 1 out, 8-2, the Orioles lead. And here's Gunnar Henderson. But we would drive up the Baltimore-Washington Parkway and get here into downtown Baltimore, and then wind our way up, I believe it was Charles Street, either Charles or Calvert. We would go up through the city of Baltimore to make it to 33rd, hang a right to get to the stadium. This pitch is driven foul down the left field line and out of play. Strike 1 to Henderson. And it was just, I guess, the anticipation of getting close to the ballpark, listening to Chuck Thompson and Bill O'Donnell doing the pregame show on the radio while we're driving up, and then seeing all of the vendors outside. It's just a real fun time. This pitch is outside on the count to Henderson now. 1 ball and 1 strike. We would almost always buy outfield bleacher seats for, I don't know, $3 or $4. The 1-1. There's a high fly ball out into right field. McCutchen all kinds of time to get under it. And he makes the one-hand grab above the cap to retire Henderson for out number 2.
Did you ever sit in Wild Bill Hagee's section?
I did. I did sit in section 34, which was in the upper deck on the first base side. And it was fun to sort of, I don't want to say it was a party section, but you'd have nights when there would be nobody in section 32 or 33 or 35, and everybody would be in section 34. It was a draw for sure. Here's Pete Alonso now. And he takes a pitch over the outer half for strike 1. Wild Bill would rally fans in his section, get down in the front of the section near the railing and spell out Orioles with his body. The 0-1. And that pops over for a strike. So Baumler ahead in the count here to Alonso at 0-2. But Pete Alonso with an ABS challenge. The Orioles have both still intact. And Pete is correct. That pitch was low. And the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Baumler straightens to the set. Looks back to second. Comes home with the 1-1. Breaking pitch hit hard. Caught by Josh Young. A diving catch. That would have been a fair ball down the line. Young takes extra bases away from Alonso. And that'll be it for Baltimore here in the 7th. No runs a hit. 2 men are left. We move along to the 8th. Still 8-2 Baltimore on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Come on, black and white, make a better call. Better, 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 swing, better.
Foul ball.
Let's go, you suck. Get a new job,
we go to the 8th inning, and here's Eric.
Thanks very much, Matt. Corey Seager against Albert Suarez, and the pitch is high and outside for ball one. Seager is 0 for 3.
We need him to go 0 for,
top of the Ranger order, not getting it done today.
Stay 0 for 3 with a walk.
The only hit among the
or
first
1
4
for 4 with something.
Pitch to Seager.
Need the ball in play right now.
The count is 2-0.
We need something, Corey. Give me something.
Now in the Rangers bullpen.
We need something, Corey.
Since Saturday when he made that emergency 4-inning start for Jacob deGrom. Seager has grounded out twice and fouled out, and he hits one high and deep to right field. Going back is Cowser. He's at the wall. That ball is history.
Thank you, Corey Seager.
Clears the 373 sign with his 3rd home run of the year.
We'll take
That's career home run number 224 for Seager, and he cuts the Orioles' lead to 8-3.
Hey, it's not over yet, but it is over. But it's
Still
not.
a long way to go, but what a nice swing there by Corey
coming
Seager
home.
on a
We needed that, y'all.
Change-up. The Rangers now with 9 home runs on this road trip. They had 3 in the win yesterday. They have homered in all but 1 game so far this season.
Only the Angels with more coming into the day. The Angels with 10. Here's Berger. And the pitch is upstairs, ball 1 to Jake. He's gone 0 for 3. His 5-game hitting streak is on the line. He has a 5-game streak of hits and runs. But today he's grounded out twice to third, and he has struck out. 8 runs, 12 hits for the Baltimores. 3 runs, 8 hits for the Rangers. This park opened in 1992. The Rangers have had some of their most memorable games here. 1-0 pitch, check swing, he went around 1-1. The Rangers had their 30-run game here on August.
This started the Rangers World Series run. They had to go to Baltimore and win 2 in the cold to make a playoff run that ended in a World Series championship.
The pitch is swung on, lifted high in the air to deep right, but this one's playable for Cowser. As he has his heels on the warning track, he puts it away. Berger is retired. There's 1 away. And McCutchen is coming up next. The home run by Corey Seager brought to you by Trajan Wealth. Plan smarter, dream bigger. Rangers on the short end of an 8-3 score. Temperature in the low 80s here in Baltimore. The sun is now out in all its glory as the overcast has pretty much broken up. Still, there are some big white puffy clouds in the sky. And the pitch is hit foul off to the right by McCutchen. He has grounded to short, singled, and walked. Kutch with the 5th highest exit velocity in the major leagues this year at 97.2. His single today was not hit very hard. The pitch is high for a ball, 1-1. This is the first time we've seen Kutch in the outfield. He has been just a DH and a pinch hitter prior to this. Suarez working 1-1.
Let's go, McCutchen.
Rogers. Rogers went 6. He allowed 2
we'll
runs.
take a walk. He get on base. We need base runners.
Nathan Eovaldi didn't have it today.
We need base runners.
Wild off and wild within the strike zone.
Nathan Eovaldi hasn't had it in 2 baseball games yet. Come on, Cutchy.
2-1 the count to McCutchen. And the pitch. That's high. Cutter didn't have much cut to it. 3-1.
All of these pitches have been high, so he should come down.
Sleeves today, something we
this should be
ever see.
Almost at the knees kind of pitch coming in here. Everything's been high.
For a while after today's outing. 3-1 pitch is fouled back. It is 3-2. And the other thing we mentioned, it seemed unusual at the start of the game for the Rangers to be wearing their blue jerseys after winning 4 games in a row in gray.
Everything's high. Look for the low pitch.
On opening day, but Eovaldi probably the one who actually preferred the blue. Now McCutchen, a swing and a miss on a fastball away. That might not have been in the strike zone.
A low and away.
After it.
Low and away.
Danny Jansen will be the batter after we pause for a station identification.
Appreciate y'all hanging out with me on
the Radio Network.
Wednesday. Day ball. First official one of the year. Rangers losing this one, but we win in the West right now.
Jansen 1 for 3 with a single, and the pitch is a strike. The Rangers PR intern extraordinaire John Elrod tells us the last time Eovaldi wore long sleeves in a regular season game was in April of 2023. at Kansas City. The pitch is high. The only other times he went sleeveless for the Rangers were 2 other games in April of that year.
Now, how does that relate to this baseball game?
Bizarre factoid of the day.
Is he wearing sleeves today?
Swing and a miss.
Maybe he shouldn't wear them.
1 ball and 2 strikes. But our thanks to John Elrod.
To have that little nugget means that somebody is writing down somewhere. Sleeves, long sleeves, no sleeve.
Yeah, no kidding. Where do you find that? 1 and 2, and there's a high fly ball to center right at the center fielder Taveras. He leans and makes the catch waist high. And that ends the inning. A leadoff home run by Seager and nothing more. Going to the bottom of the 8th, it's 8-3 Baltimore on the Rangers Radio Network. More. Jacob Eugene Latz, working on 3 days rest out of the Ranger bullpen, worked 4 hitless, scoreless innings in Philadelphia.
Jacob
on
Eugene.
Saturday as the emergency
Try not to give up a home run, Jacob.
DeGrom, and he's on here to pitch the bottom of the 8th. Carter Baumler worked 2 innings. He was charged with 1 run and 2 hits. He allowed the home run by Beavers. Each team with a long ball today. Latz takes over with the Rangers trailing 8-3 to face Basayo.
Rangers going to need some long balls in the 9th inning to come back on this one.
8-12-0 for Baltimore, 3-8-0 for Texas.
Come on, guys.
The first pitch, lefty to lefty, is outside to Basayo for ball 1. Houston and Boston still tied 2-2, bottom of the 3rd. Garrett Crochet going for Boston against Mike Burrows of the Astros. Here's the 1-0 delivery, and a bouncing ball hit over first. It is gloved by Berger on the rim, underhands to Latz at the bag, and there's 1 away. The Mariners come in on Monday for a 3-game series. The Mariners tonight will be hosting the Yankees in the rubber game of their 3-game set. And on Tuesday, with a specialty night ticket, you get a true brand Texas Rangers Original City Connect cap. Rangers and Mariners on Tuesday. Get your specialty night ticket at Rangers.com. Should be a great homestand coming up. 3 with Cincinnati, 3 with Seattle. And the pitch is low. Cincinnati, a playoff team last year. They were 83-79, but lost in the division series to the Dodgers. A 1-ball count here on Mayo. He has struck out 3 times and walked. Right-handed batter. The pitch is lifted in the air to right. McCutchen in and toward the line. He gathers it in, and there are 2 away, and Dylan Beavers is coming up next. Well, last year, the Rangers and the Reds played very early in the season as well. It was the second series of the season in Cincinnati. And the Reds clobbered the Rangers in the first game, 14-3. Brady Singer pitched that game. He'll be pitching Friday. But then the Rangers had back-to-back 1-0 shutout wins, with Eovaldi going all the way and Leiter picking up the win the next day. Here's Babers, and the pitch is a strike. It's 0-1.
Eovaldi threw a Maddox against Cincinnati.
Right.
Did it in under 100 pitches. I think he threw 99.
I think Langford drove in the run in the first inning, and that was it. Now, Babers is 3 for 4, 2 singles and a homer. He's also struck out. And the pitch is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. The bottom of the order has really done some damage for Baltimore today. Beavers 3 hits, including the homer. Cowser a single and a walk. Taveras 2 hits and 2 walks. And Jackson a sacrifice fly and an RBI single. Those are the bottom 4 in the order. The pitch is low, and the count is 2-1. Obviously, the early season samples are small, and who you're playing is a big factor, but we've talked about Miami. They're about to be off to a 5-1 start. They've only played the White Sox and the Rockies. Extreme losing clubs from last year. 2-1 pitch is high, and the count at 3 balls and 1 strike.
Still, you got to play those games and win them, and that's what they've done.
And we don't know they're going to be losing clubs this year, despite what the prognosticators say. Got to play the games.
All of their wins over the Rockies were by a run.
3-1. There's a high pop foul, third base side. Josh Young racing toward the wall, and that one's off the screen, off the netting, and falls straight down. The Cubs with an early lead over the Angels, 2-0. They're in the bottom of the third inning at Wrigley. Matthew Boyd for the Cubs and Yusei Kikuchi pitching for the Angels. Alex Bregman and Nico Horner with early RBIs for the Cubbies. Mets and Cardinals, a delayed start due to rain in St. Louis, but they're in the fourth now, scoreless. Here's the pitch, fouled off to the left and out of play. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati go to the ninth with the Pirates leading by the score of 4-3. Paul Skeens in that one went 5 innings. He allowed 1 run. Andrew Abbott started for Cincinnati, their opening day starter. He went 5 2/3, gave up 4 runs. And Eugenio Suarez, his second home run. And the pitch is fouled off to the left and out of play. Nathaniel Lowe went 1 for 2 in the game today before Suarez hit for him. Lowe's batting .250 in the early going for Cincinnati. It'll be nice to see Nate again. 3-2, 2 outs, nobody on. 8-3 Baltimore. There's a swing and a foul off to the left by Beavers. He's wearing the number 12. Roberto Alomar used to wear it here for the Orioles. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch, swung on and fouled at the plate. The retired numbers here hang from the upper deck in the left field corner. The number 20 for Frank Robinson, the number 5 for Brooks Robinson. The first 2 retired numbers. Eddie Murray's up there, Cal Ripken's up there, Jim Palmer is up there. 3-2 the count. The payoff pitch hit high in the air to center field, right at Evan Carter. He moves in 1 step, reaches up, pulls it down. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Jacob Latz, and we're going to the 9th. 8-3 Baltimore on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me on a Wednesday. Day ball, more importantly. Rangers are gonna, unless something miraculous happens, which anything's possible, but they're gonna fall. But they'll be back on it, coming home for their first home game. They started on the road. They'll end this road 4-2. Not bad winning your first 2 series. You want to win the series, most importantly. Back to the ball game.
Eric Nadel with Matt Hicks in Baltimore. It's 8-3 Orioles going to the 9th. Albert Suarez into his 3rd inning of work. He has 1 career save. It came back in 2017 with the Giants, and he's got a shot at another one.
Come on, Josh Young. It ain't over yet, right?
Fouled off to the right by Josh Young. Young has singled in his last 2 at-bats. A line drive to right and a shot up the middle. He has an RBI, his first of the year. He's also flied out, so he's 2 for 3. Smith on deck, then Carter. And the pitch is lifted in the air, deep left center field. On the run is Taveras, and he makes the catch as he steps onto the warning track in front of the Orioles bullpen. And there's 1 away in the top of the 9th, Baltimore leading by the score of 8-3. Well, Trevor Rogers was sharp again. He was painting as usual, walking just 1 in 6 innings. Suarez walking just 1 in his 2 1/3. And the pitch outside for a ball. That information brought to you by CertaPro Painters. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters. Visit CertaPro.com. Smith popped to 3rd his first time up. And here comes the pitch. Slow curve, a little bit low. 2 balls and no strikes. It's Miami 9 and the White Sox nothing now in the bottom of the 7th inning in Miami. The 2-0 hit high in the air to short right field. Trotting in underneath it is Cowser. And he puts it away. There are 2 outs here in the 9th. Rangers on the short end of an 8-3 score. And here comes Evan Carter, the last hope for the Rangers.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all have a good rest of the Wednesday. Maybe on tonight. Sure wish the Mavericks was playing better. Wouldn't that be great? Man, anyway, until next time, Potoi, hit the like button. Please, I'd appreciate it. So would YouTube. We don't care about them. I guess we do. Come on, Rangers.
The Rangers' next road trip is a 3-city trip where they face the Dodgers, the A's, and the Mariners. That starts on Friday, April the 10th. As that pitch is high, 1 ball and 1 strike. But before that, 3 at home with Cincinnati and 3 with Seattle. The 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, 1-2. And remember, the first and last games are day games, weekday day games. And the 3rd game is a Sunday day game on Easter Sunday coming up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Carter takes just off the plate. And the count is 2-2. Lots of kids here today. With the Easter break going on in Baltimore schools. We've got a challenge on that last call, and the pitch is a strike, and the ball game is over. I believe that's the first time we've seen a game end on an ABS challenge, but in an 8-3 ball game, didn't make a real big difference. The final 8-3 Baltimore. Back with the totals after this on the Trajan Wealth Rangers Radio Network.
Let's go baseball. Batter, 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 swing, batter. Shut up. black and white, make a better call. Better, 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 swing, better.
Foul ball.
Let's go, you suck.
Here are the totals on a beautiful afternoon in Baltimore. The Orioles, 8 runs, 12 hits, no errors, and 10 left. The Rangers, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors, and 6 left. Trevor Rogers, the winning pitcher, is 2-0. Albert Suarez collects his first save of the year and the second of his career. And Nathan Eovaldi shoulders the loss. He is 0-2. It took 2 hours and 35 minutes before a crowd of 14,324. The Rangers still take 2 out of 3 in the series and go 4-2 on their opening road trip. Our player of the game today, our old pal Leody Taveras, as he reached base all 4 times with a single in the second, a 2-run double in the third, and a couple of walks. This was his first start as an Oriole, and he certainly made the most of it. Our player of the game is brought to you by Perimeter Global Logistics, PGL official supply chain partner of the Rangers. For winning solutions, head to shippgl.com. Time to drive to the next series presented by NTTA. The Rangers will be taking on the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds, it appears, are on their way to losing today to the Pirates. It is 8-3 now in the top half of the 9th inning in Cincinnati. That would drop Cincinnati's record to 3-3 on the season as they come in to face the Rangers. Brady Singer will be on the mound on Friday. We believe that Mackenzie Gore will be the Texas pitcher. Singer got no decision his first time out this year. He gave up 3 runs in 4 innings. Last year, the veteran right-hander from the University of Florida went 14-12 with a 4.03 earned run average. Lifetime against the Rangers, he's 1-3. That one win coming in his start last year, that 14-3 Cincinnati win right at the beginning of the season that we talked about earlier. In 2 starts at Globe Life Field, he's 0-1 with a 2.70 ERA. Mackenzie Gore, of course, was brilliant in winning his start Sunday in Philadelphia. For our engineer here in Baltimore, Connor Malley. For Alec Medford and Jet Nelson in Master Control. For Matt Hicks and for Jared Sandler, I'm Eric Nadel, reminding you we'll be back home on Friday, a 3 o'clock start, broadcast time at 2:30.